go from Studio City in Macau, China. One Super Series match under Kickboxing's global rule set. Look out for the spinning hook kicks of Alan Gulani. Look out for those Dutch-style low kicks on Tarik Khbabez.
Not clinching, okay? Go!
You can see, Michael, he's doing exactly what you talked about. Gulani's trying to create that space. Khbabez is trying to close it and get nice and tight.
What Gulani's got to be careful of is not to drop his hands and leave them down around his waist, because Khbabez does have heavy artillery in the leather.
Go!
Let's see how quickly Gulani can get used to the distance. Turning back kick to the liver of the Moroccan.
You can see Gulani's trying to kick, but Khbabez is trying to throw those hands.
Gulani gets underneath Khbabez, throws a knee, completely legal under the kickboxing rule set. Khbabez comes through it again. Gut muncher, then went up to the jaw from Gulani. Throws the overhand right. Khbabez trying to get in close to negate the spinning kicks of Gulani. Look how low Gulani's hands are. The big man's got to keep the gloves up. Khbabez throws an uppercut. And Gulani drifts off. Goes counterclockwise, staying out of the right hand and right kick range of Khbabez. Body shot from Gulani. He's quick for a big man, is Alan Gulani. An inside kick, ducks under the left hook, clinches up.
Not clinching, okay?
No clinching allowed in the kickboxing global rule set here at One Super Series.
It's like he's dropping his head to possibly go in for a takedown, and that's where he's ended up in that clinch that the referee's warned about.
How
Big
about
X
that?
kick.
The Andy Hook style X kick from Gulani. Gulani does have a background in Kyokushin karate. The X kick is a trademark of the Kyokushin karateka. The likes of Andy Hook, Flaube Feitosa, Francisco Filio, and we saw it there from Alan Gulani. Mawashi Getty roundhouse kick off the lead leg from Gulani. Good jab too from the Cameroonian. Got to get out of the corner. Here come the heavy hands from the Moroccan Khbabez. Throws the knee. Khbabez unloading. Doesn't want to let Gulani out of the corner here. Gulani jab two, kangaroo down the center corridor. Jab two again. Uppercut. Khbabez with the knee. Gulani's got to get out of the corner now. Khbabez rolling the punches. Get back a solid right hand. Gulani's been caught. Gulani's been caught. Here comes Khbabez. Goes to the liver. Goes to the head. It's all scoring stuff for Tarik Khbabez.
Khbabez is throwing some serious heat right in the corner. Gulani's got to be careful when he's dropping his head, trying to create head movement. Khbabez is throwing that knee right up the middle.
Gulani goes to the body. Khbabez has had the higher output with the hands. He tags him again. We go to the towel. Now, once again, we've got 3 judges ringside. They are scoring on a 10-point must system, which means give the winner of the round 10 points, the loser of the round 9 points. If you think Gulani won it, you give him 10 points. You give Khbabez 9. If you think it was vice versa, Khbabez gets 10, Gulani gets 9. In my opinion, Mitch, with a flurry that Khbabez had in the corner here against Gulani, it's a 10-9 round for Tarik Khbabez.
Gulani looked good for those first couple minutes of that round. He was moving quite well. He was landing the kicks, but Khbabez turned it on in those last 30 seconds to steal the round away, landing some huge, thunderous shots.
Do you see anything here, Mitch? The fact that Khbabez is standing, Gulani's taken a seat. He is 42 years old.
And he's stacked with muscle, like you said, the seafood platter, Michael. He is stacked, and all that muscle eats up a lot of oxygen. But we've said that about him in the past. And in his last match against Arambuld, he looked fantastic and went the distance.
The size of the chest there on Gulani, it should have its own zip code. Here we go, second round of 3. If there is a knockdown in the round, and the other opponent does not achieve a knockdown of his own, it'll be a 10-8 round. Khbabez coming forward strongly with her hands again. Let's see if Gulani starts to wind with the spinning hook kicks, maybe goes to the liver, maybe goes to the jaw. Accidental groin strike there on Gulani.
Khbabez immediately knew, threw up his hand as just a way to say, I'm sorry, apologetic. But it also gives, if there is a little bit of fatigue settling in for Gulani, a little bit of time to catch a breather, relax a bit.
Let's take a look here and see if we can determine what exactly happened with this accidental groin strike. Kebabes comes forward, throws, okay, it was an inside thigh kick designed to hit the inside right thigh of Galani. It missed the target and caught Galani square, in a place where you don't want to be caught. Apologies from Kebabes, it was not deliberate, nothing malicious in it. And there will be recovery time here, as much as 3 minutes for Alan Galani. How do you see Galani going so far in his return to kickboxing match? A four-time world champion who has plied his trade of late in the global rule set in the cage.
We've seen him primarily in mixed martial arts events, and you can see that Kebabes is not scared to strike and stand with him. Most of these guys are timid to exchange like this with Galani, but Kebabes is not scared at all, marching forward, throwing those heavy hands.
Dutch-style Moroccans, they are not scared of anyone. You're talking about a pedigree that includes the likes of Bada Hari. These guys come forward, and they come forward hard and nasty, as Tarek Kebabes is doing again here. We recommence in the second round. Axe kick from Galani. Once again, channeling his inner Kyokushin, the martial art, the hardest form of karate that he began his career in.
Trying to utilize that jab, create a little bit of space, but Kebabes is trying to corner him. He's trying to cut the angles, so he's trapping Galani inside the corner, but Galani's moving around very well.
This is a very large ring here at One Super Series, and both of these big men are traversing a lot of ground. How about that, the elasticized legs of Galani? Another attempted axe hit. What you're trying to do with the axe hit is to bring the heel, the hardest bone in the body, down on the collarbone or on the nose or on the forehead of your opponent.
Galani's having a little more success as southpaw. He's switched to a southpaw stance with his left hand back, and he's utilizing that right jab more successfully.
Kebabes, who has had to travel the longer distance to get here all the way from the Netherlands to be here tonight. Galani, it was only a 45 or 50-minute ferry ride from Hong Kong.
The referee has given Galani a warning to avoid the clinching.
It's a little bit of a spillover there from Galani's MMA career. But his natural instinct in recent years has been to move in close and clinch up with opponents. Good outside leg kick from Kebabes, and Galani off the rope for that powerful right hand.
But I also think it's his head movement. You can see Galani circles out to the head, he moves his head out, and then at that point, Kebabes closes the distance, and they end up in the clinch. But I don't think it's purposeful. I don't think he's trying to clinch. His hands are down. It's hard to clinch with your hands down.
Kebabes looks for that bolo punch, goes for an outside leg kick, trying to tenderize the legs of the big Cameroonian. Uppercut again went higher than the ceiling. And referee breaks them.
See, it's just that head movement that he's ending up entangled.
Galani on the back foot, throws another axe hit, needs to be on the front foot a little more here, does Galani. Kebabes, the outside leg kick, he has taken on and beaten some very good names, Tarek Kebabes, over the years, including Roman Kriklia.
Ready? Go!
Of course, Alan Galani in his kickboxing days went into battle against the likes of Bob Sapp, against Carter Williams, against Michael McDonald. And here he is, 2 rounds deep with 1 remaining. He's returned to kickboxing, and there is the Kyokushin axe kick from Alan Galani. It is spectacular, though ineffective so far.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, Michael. You gave the first round to Kebabes. How did you see the second round?
I think a much closer round, a difficult round for the judges to score. If I was going to edge it though, Mitch, I've got to go Tarek Kebabes again, a very slight 10-9 round. I feel Galani is backing up a little too much for my liking. Doesn't look good to the judges scoring here ringside, and Kebabes is landing more hands. While we have seen Galani do the spectacular stuff, it hasn't landed for him yet. It hasn't had an effect on Tarek Kebabes. He's got to start to take his toll on Kebabes with 1 round remaining. 3 minutes only, Mitch.
And the spectacular techniques do score slightly higher.
So let me explain. 10-point must system. I gave the first round 10-9 Kebabes. I gave the second round 10-9 Kebabes. My scorecard goes 20-18 Kebabes, which means to even the score, Galani needs a 10-8 round, needs a knockdown round on Tarek Kebabes.
Now, fans at home, Michael Schiavello is not a judge. He's just pretending to be one on TV.
Outside leg kick from Galani. Good jab to overhand right there from the Cameroonian. Kebabes looks for the power in the right. High left roundhouse kick from Galani. Double forearm guard blocks the kick. Oh, counter from Kebabes. Galani drops the head. Kebabes doesn't clinch up. Referee Unari breaks them.
I like those two question mark kicks he threw, and then he went to the body. Oh no! Galani's wobbled.
Galani momentarily turned his back. Referee, though, didn't see it as a chance to put a count on him. Kebabes comes forward. Here's the left hand from Kebabes. There's the uppercut, goes to the body. Now toe-to-toe, they juke it out. Kebabes wins the battle. Backs him up with the right hand. Got to get out of the corner here. Galani takes a knee. He's lining up the right hand. There it is. And another uppercut. The chin through the top of the head. Galani may go down. Galani may go down. He's right for the picking. Galani on rubber legs. But he's still here. How is he still standing? The man from Hong Kong.
How is he still on his feet? He just got hit with about 13 clean shots, and he's still throwing.
Tremendous heart and intestinal fortitude from Galani. Takes another big right hand, and down he goes. Now it's a count on Galani. 3 knockdowns in 1 round, and the contest is over. That is knockdown number 1 in this round on Galani, and that is all. Because referee Onari says no more punishment, and it's a TKO victory for Tariq Kebabes.
Wow.
That was an absolute war.
Man, those shots, I could feel them in my bones sitting here in the commentary booth. Tariq Kebabes unloaded of fury, but Galani stood there like the champ that he is and took it. Took the best that Kebabes had to offer, but ultimately crumbled under the pressure.
Could it be a contender for the GoDaddy knockout of the night? Take a look at the power here, the volume and power. There was the right hand to the jaw. That's what did the damage. And then he finished off. Alan Galani, Kebabes, 1 Super Series debut, will take the win back to the Netherlands and Morocco. Let's go to Dominic Lau to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 49 seconds in the 3rd and final round, here is your winner by way of knockout, Tariq Kebabes.
A fantastic victory for Tariq Kebabes of Morocco. And there's a VIP moment showing the values, the inspiration, the passion of one championship. That's one championship, pinnacle of power.
Judge, time, ready,
Strawweight world title
go.
on the line, Samay Gangadaw and 1-1. Thailand versus China, Michael Schiavello, Mitch Chilson with you. The fluorescent trunks of 1-1. Both men wearing the Project armbands around their biceps. Good jab early on there from 1-1. Round kick from Samay and 1-1 pounds his chest. Says you've got to do better than that. Hook to cross combination from 1-1. A lot of people believe one could knock out Samay tonight. See if he gets on song with his class. Becomes the first ever 1 Super Series Chinese world champion. Leads him with the right hand. Samay drifts off to his left. Good roundhouse kick there from 1-1. Samay, a little popping left hand, circles off clockwise. Roundhouse kick, 1-1 catches it. Allowed good evasion there from 1-1. 3-2 combination from the Chinese athlete. Drills in that right hand.
That right hand is coming agonizingly close to the chin of Samay Gayangadaw. He's typically a slow starter. He likes to fill you out in the first. Wong Jung Kwong knows that. He's starting to apply that pressure early.
No filling up process for 1-1. Samay, southpaw stance. Can he get that left round kick working? Right down the forearm, then maybe go to the head. Jabbing off the back foot there, Samay. Outside leg kick from 1-1. On the inside now. Samay's chin in the air. Got to be careful. 1-1 swing with the left hand. Counts his own head.
See, chin up as he's trying to evade those shots. He doesn't want to do that with somebody as powerful as Wang Junguang is. 1 inch and you are sleeping.
Wang Junguang, super aggressive in the opening round. High right round kick. Gives an opportunity for Samay to get that rear leg. Those power-laden shins of Samay Gayangadao. Left hand lead there from Samay. Left hook from Wang Junguang. And Samay drifts off counterclockwise. Stiff left hand there from Samay. Inside leg from Samay, then goes upstairs with a roundhouse. Goes on the outside of the punch, does Wang Junguang. Hooking off that left hand, a treat so far for Wang Junguang.
Good movement and head awareness shown by Wang Junguang early in this one. He's not a stationary target, keeps moving.
Now don't forget, folks, we are scoring in a 10-point domestic system. So if we win this round 10 points, the less dominant athlete 9 points.
Man, Wang Junguang is punching himself in the head almost as many times as Samay Gayangadao is hitting him. You can see him trying to get aggressive, trying to move forward. See, there's that head movement. Wang Junguang's not a stationary target. Consistently pushing forward, got that head movement. You can see, but Samay Gayangadao also has that head movement. That was a beautiful slip to left hand combo, straight left hand. Interesting first round, interesting how things are developing. I made a mistake. On the walkout, I said that Samay Gayangadao had over 300 Muay Thai matches. I was wrong. He's had over 400 Muay Thai matches, Michael Chavello.
Crazy experience in Muay Thai, but this is kickboxing. Can Samay become a 2-sport world champion? He's former 1 Super Series Muay Thai world champion, and he do it in 2 sports under the 1 banner. Great first round for Wang Junguang. Applied the pressure constantly on the front foot, backing up Samay Gayangadao. Comes forward again. Leading with that lead foot, almost working as a jab here, rangefinder, Wang Junguang.
Very light on that lead leg, trying to skip in, trying to find a little bit of distance creation. Samay's very relaxed and composed, looking to land a big left hand of his own.
Good evasion from Wang Junguang, the head movement, the hip movement. Throws the low kick. Samay needs to put together the combinations, not just load up the single shots. Good parry of the round kick there from Wang Junguang.
Left hand starting to slice through the guard, though, of Wang Junguang and touch him on the chin. We got to see, early in 2018, how Jonathan Haggerty laid out the blueprint to defeat Samay Gayangadao. But then we got to see Samay Gayangadao bounce back exceptionally well against Darren Rowland and score a huge knockout in the second. So it's hard to tell what exactly is going to happen here.
Right with the lead hand, southpaw stance on Samay. Full extension on that left hand there from Junguang. Comes forward again, the Chinese athlete checks the low kick, nicely done. Junguang short the hand for this one.
Beautiful timing on that low kick. So you can see that Wang Junguang is trying to be light on the front foot, trying to keep out, trying to create that distance. But then as soon as that foot touches the ground, Samay is just hammering with a low kick.
Samay precision with that left hand. One goes body, goes head, hooks again off the lead hand. Another hook there from Wang Junguang. Throws the knee on the inside, overhand right, another hook off the lead hand.
Samay seems to have adapted to these kickboxing rules completely fine. Hasn't really tried to clinch, hasn't thrown any elbows, utilizing beautiful punching combinations with that left kick. Nice little knee there as he circles out.
Junguang hunting out of orthodox stance here. Catches the round kick, counters off again. Left hook from Wang Junguang.
Good evasion, good lean back technique to come right back with that left hand.
First round, I thought that Wang edged it. Second round a lot closer though. Much better stuff here from Sam-A Gayangada. Left hook to right hand there from Wang Junwan. Still throwing those power salvos.
Okay, go! Stop!
Down. Once again, folks, let us know your scorecards across all your social media platforms. Give us a follow at One Championship on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
We might not see a lot of offense, not a big shots landed, but what we are seeing is some exceptional defense. Beautiful head movement, slipping, bobbing, weaving, the lean back. It's like these guys are telling the future. They know exactly what their opponent's gonna do, and they are not there to take it. So I think now they've got a good read on each other. They know exactly what each other's capable of. I'd like to see Sam-A Gayangada put his foot down and really start to advance forward. A lot more low kicks, stop that oncoming pressure of Wang Junwan. I'd like to see Wang Junwan stop playing around, stop it with that lead push kick. Maybe that's part of his tactics, but I want to see him start putting combinations together, especially unloading those big punches that he's got.
Third round of 5 in our main event of One Championship, Mark of Greatness, live from the Axiata Arena in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The circle door closing.
Go!
Is it 1 round apiece so far between Sam-A and Wang Junwan?
That's it. That's more like it from Wang Junwan. Steps in, closes that distance, and let those hands go.
Sam-A's right-hand counter has been superb tonight. Fires out the front kick. Jabs from Wang Junwan. Overhand right.
Beautiful. Sticks him with the left, moves his head out the way. Doesn't take a lot of damage. Has beautiful cover up with his hands. That defense, that Muay Thai style defense is really good.
Left-hand lead there, high left roundhouse from Sam-A, doubles up on the kick. Working off the wall here, Sam-A Gayangada. Wang Junwan steps through, belly button through the back with that right knee.
Sam-A knew he would be counter-striking. He knew that he would have to deal with this pressure coming from Wang Junwan. He's handling that pressure well, especially as the round moves on. Unless Wang Junwan is gonna land one of those big shots to startle Sam-A, you're gonna see that as these rounds go on, Sam-A is just gonna understand it. But right there, you can see how he closes that distance and is able to land that punch. That's what Sam-A has to be careful of. Beautiful sidestep, though.
Spinning back fist from Wang Junwan. 1:30 remains, halfway through this third round of 5. Will Wang Junwan turn up the pressure here? We saw him open up like a house on fire in the first. Sam-A came on strongly, though, in the second round. Good lead check there from Sam-A Gayangada, then goes downstairs. Rubbing left-right hand there from Wang Junwan, but didn't feint Sam-A.
Go!
Nice left lead from Sam-A, so quick. And again, that left hand from Sam-A.
Ready? Go! No quitting, no quitting, go, go, go.
Wang Junwan wants to find the opening, fakes off the back leg, skips in, got to be careful. Low kick there, nicely done from Sam-A.
That was beautiful. Kicked him in the leg, spun him around. As he was getting up, kicked him in the chest.
30 seconds left.
Jack off the wall. High left round, trying to whip the shin around the back of the neck. Drifts off counterclockwise. Ties up Sam-A and shrugs him off. Wang Junwan looking to become China's first ever One Super Series World Champion. Claims a knockdown off a glancing right hand. Referee says no. Left hand didn't have the power. Wang Junwan claiming a knockdown on Sam-A. Right hand glides into the jaw. We go to the towers once more.
Again, another shot landed by Wang Junwan there at the end of that round. We got to see a lot more pressure coming from both guys. Sam-A Gayangada still is trying to counter-strike. He's trying to deal with this pressure coming from Wang Junwan. But a beautiful, look at that. Touched him on the chin with the left hand, follows it up with a roundhouse kick. Just grazes him with the chin, trims the whiskers. But again, beautiful. Look at this. That forward pressure of Wang Junguang is definitely difficult to deal with, but Sammy Gayangdao is dealing with it beautifully. There was that kick, spun him around, kicked him in the chest. Interesting third round, but now we're entering these championship rounds. Now we're getting into deep water.
Fourth round of 5, our main event of One Championship, Mark of Greatness, live from the Axiata Arena in Kuala Lumpur. And this one for the One Super Series strawweight kickboxing world title. Very close contest, no knockdowns so far. Wang Junguang has been right on top of Sammy, and Sammy's counters have been superb. Such round kick from Sammy. Junguang skips forward. Tries to hook off that left hand. On the inside now. Runs off Sammy. Left hook again from Wang Junguang. Left hook to right hand. Didn't throw the right hand though when Sammy was open for it. Wang Junguang inside thigh kick, looping right. Sammy continues to drift off and sticking with the counters off the back foot. A mark of experience of Sammy. But how will it look to the judges? How do you score a man who's on the back foot more? Almost an elbow there.
When somebody's moving forward, Michael, you definitely see it as aggression. But what is he doing with this aggression? Is he landing big shots, or is he being countered by Sammy? And that's kind of what we're seeing. We're seeing that forward pressure coming from Wang Junguang. But look at the evasions. Oh, we got touched on the chin there. But Sammy is able to move out of the way and then fire that left hand of his.
Sammy as evasive as ever. Wang Junguang trying to corner him, trying to pin him inside the phone booth and unload, but Sammy won't allow it. Edges forward now, the veteran Sammy. Over 400 career bouts. Skipping roundhouse kick. Referee cautioning Wang Junguang. Right hand lead there from Wang. Left hand. Comes forward again, a roundhouse kick. Haven't seen a lot of the kicking arsenal from Wang. Seen more of it from Sammy as expected, particularly off that very fast and hard rear leg.
You got to see a bit of the kicking in the first from Wang Junguang, but he seemed to kind of just fall back into just punching. He's definitely trying to close that distance and put hands on Sammy Gayangdao. But Sammy is constantly moving. He's also circling to his power side. So Wang Junguang's trying to load up that big right hand.
Nice left roundhouse kick there from Sammy. These are two world-class athletes, the best of the best. And they're trying to duke it out for the biggest title in the world. The Strawweight Kickboxing World Championship of One Super Series. Wang Junguang unrelenting, almost suffocating. The way he continually comes in on Sammy Gayangdao and backs up the 400-plus bout veteran.
But out of 4 or 5 punches that he throws, he's only landing one clean shot. Sammy is not there for the retaliation. You can see he's constantly moving, and he's landing these counter shots really well.
Final seconds of the 4th of 5.
Go!
We are going to go into the deepest of deep water. How do you score it, folks? Wherever you're watching, scoring it on the 10-point must system. Do you have it for Sammy? Do you have it for Wang Junguang? Or is it a drawn match so far?
You can see Wang Junguang went to the inside leg, but then Sammy takes that foot, tries to put it around the back of his head. Beautifully timed head kick, just able to avoid Wang Junguang from getting the guard fully up to protect himself. Sammy is looking pretty sharp here. He would look pretty sharp in the 4th, but this 5th round, it might be 2 rounds apiece. I'm not quite sure exactly how the judges might have it, so it might come down to the 5th and final, Michael Chavello.
History in the sights of Wang Junguang of China. Can he become his country's first ever One Super Series world champion?
But have we ever had an athlete win in One Super Series, win a Muay Thai world title and a kickboxing world title? Is that history?
Well, step figures. 5th and final round, big left hand to over up there for Wang Junguang.
Sorry, Stan.
Can he turn on the power salvos for 3 more minutes? Will it be the slick counters of Sam Gangadao? There's the left hook. It's been the money shot for 1-1. Sam goes downstairs. One goes there too. Leads with the right hand. Bangs the body. Goes the head. Sam backs him off with a round kick. Again, Wang on the inside, constantly coming forward, applying that pressure. Checks the low kick, nicely done. Inside the phone booth once more. No grappling allowed, they break. Sam not coming forward. Intent to play it on the back foot. The counter strike. Uses speed. Use that experience again. Picks him off that left once more there from Sam. Rigger happy with the left hand and it's fast. 101 trying to pin him against the wall. Eats a right hand of Sam, just not enough pepper on it. Referee Onari breaks them.
Sam finding a home to that left hand, and it's on the chin of Wang Junguang. Trying to push forward, trying to mix up the weapons, throwing that spinning back fist, moving forward. Sammy just has a bit of a read on exactly what Wang Junguang's going to do. I like the inside leg kick that Wang Junguang's starting to throw. Touch up the leg, start throwing those headshots.
These two superb world champions. Two incredible athletes. And now only 70 seconds away from one of them being crowned the strawweight kickboxing king. Body shot there from 1-1, then goes to the jaw of Sam. The chin's high. He backs up Sam. Sam takes a knee, locks up the arms. Referee Onari breaks them. Sam was carrying his chin high, and 1-1 made him pay. Hooks again. Catches him with the right hand. Sam Gangadao looks tired now, breathing out of his mouth. He looks fatigued. He looks deflated. And 1-1 still pressing the action, still coming forward. Hooking punch. Sam gets out of the top. Roundhouse kick. 1-1 spins around. Sam just closes him down. 20 seconds now. Are we going to see China's first ever One Super Series world champion? Left hand connects. 1-1 continually applying the pressure, backing up Sam. Final 10 seconds now. 1-1 has hardly taken a backward step. Sam counts it beautifully. How will the judges see it?
Wow, you start to see Wang Junguang was having success in that 5th round when he was starting to put those combinations together. Always pushing forward, trying to land those big headshots, and he was able to score. Was it the fatigue of Sam, or was it just that constant pressure that was starting to break Sam? But we got to see a lot of flurries coming from Wang Junguang. But you can see that Sam was always moving, didn't eat any big clean shots except that one right there to end the combination. But Wang Junguang had a better round that time. But it's going to come down to the judges' scorecards. Now it's time to do a little bit of math, figure out who is the One Super Series kickboxing strawweight world champ.
How do you score it, folks, wherever you're watching around the world? What an epic main event to cap off an epic year in one championship here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So you have it for that man, Sam Gangadao. Such a great contest that no one has left this arena during it. Sold out, and they're all still here, eagerly anticipating this decision. Let's find out our winner. Let's go to Dom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the One Super Series strawweight kickboxing world champion from the red corner, Sammy
Gangadao. The richest prize purse offered in kickboxing history for the winner of this Grand Prix. It's Jabbar Askarov and Enrico Cal. Look for the power of Askarov in the black trunks. Look for the legs and the combinations and the speed of the Hurricane Cal in the black and pink.
See Kel going immediately to work on the inside leg of Jabba. Once you get nice and tight, throw that leg kick, start slowing down Jabba, because Jabba has really fast feet and likes to move around. You also see the reddening immediately up on the body of Jabba.
Jabba wants to stay centering, not allow Cal to force him back against the rope. Same to Enrico Cal. If Jabba forces Cal into a corner and starts to land the heavy artillery, Cal will be in trouble. Look at Jabba, my word, now based out of Melbourne, Australia, trained by Pete Hatton, and he looks on tonight. He looks ready, bouncing up and down the balls of his feet.
Originally from Dagestan, just a bunch of absolute warriors come out of Dagestan. I gotta get some of that water out there.
Good right hand down the tube there. Enrico Cal comes in tonight on a 3-match winning streak. Last time out, the win over Liam Nolan in March. At Reign of Honor, second round TKO with a body knee.
Go!
Touch gloves, so much on the line here. Who will be the first man through to the semi-final round on the same side of the draw as Sami Sana and Yodson Fly Iway Fairtex? Could you imagine a Contender Asia match between two Contender Asia alumni in Askarov and Yodson Fly? Should they both win tonight? Or will it be an all-European affair if the Russian and the Frenchman, if Sana and Askarov get through, or maybe even Sana and Cal get through? So many opportunities, so many options, so many variables in the One Super Series Featherweight World Kickboxing Grand Prix.
Has called for injury time.
Look at the look of intensity on Jabba Askarov. He could make Coffee nervous. He looks on tonight, Mitch.
Yeah, he looks ultra fast. He's throwing beautiful combinations and constantly moving around. He's never in the same place, too. After he finishes the combination, he immediately starts to move and circle around. Nice little, bad little inside leg kick that just went a little bit high there from Jabba. Caught Enrico Cal on the inside. We're no injury time. Athlete is allowed up to 3 minutes, which is the duration of the round, and Enrico Cal is only going to need about half of it.
Jabba's been very inconsistent in his recent results down in Australia and around the world. He said, this is my chance to prove to the watching world I am still the #1. I am still the top guy. I can still hang with the best. I can still knock out and take on the best. And it's all for US $1 million. Inside thigh kick from Enrico Cal. Gloves high on Cal, and so they should be. Overhand right there from Jabba. They tie up in tango, and referee Onari breaks them. Good counters there from Enrico Cal.
You can see just the reddening that's starting to build up on the inside thighs. Both these guys have the same game plan. Attack that inside leg kick, go to the body, and then use the hands.
Roundhouse kicks and a left hook there from Jabba Askarov. Grunting, barking behind every shot he lands here. Let's see if Cal starts the spinning, starts the turning kicks, drives the knees into the solar plexus, into the liver section, maybe up to the knee, the bearded face of Jabba Askarov. Overhand right from Askarov, went for the headache maker, and a short knee there from Enrico Cal. What a scintillating start to this historic Grand Prix tournament. Roundhouse kick from Jabba, tested under the arm. You can clinch for as long as 3 seconds and work the knees under these kickboxing rules. Jabba goes to the midsection with the right glove.
He's throwing that left hook with a lot of heavy intent right there. He sits down deep into his punches and he's throwing that left hook, sinking low into the body.
Most pundits I spoke to this week tipped Enrico Cal for the victory, even though Jabba has beaten Cal twice in the past. But there were people asking, does Jabba Askarov really have Cal's number? He's beaten him twice, can he do it a third time? 1 round down, the Featherweight Grand Prix is officially underway. 140 countries tonight, Mitch.
Yeah, we've got Singapore, Japan, our friends out in Thailand, and everybody loves Myanmar in the USA, the Philippines on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Indonesia, we're going to show you guys some love. Don't forget about Malaysia, but also Hotstar, India, over 140 countries. We are broadcast to potentially 2.7 billion viewers, Michael Cervello.
And while we're talking big figures once again, the richest prize purse in kickboxing history. It's never been offered before. The winner of this tournament gets US $1 million. 10-point scoring system. Who do you have after 1 round, folks? Jabba Askarov, or do you have Enrico Cal for the chance to compete against the winner of Yodson Fly Fairtex and Sami Sana in semi-final rounds? Inside leg kick from Cal. Good hands to legs again from Cal. Jaba's got to get on the inside of the reach, work the hands, and Cal backs into the corner, throws the knees. Jaba's got to get the trigger pull on the left hook, on the straight right cross. The bread and butter combination of Jaba Askarov. Nice left hook on the inside there from Enrico Cal. No knee follow-up though. Step through knee again from Enrico Cal. You can see the reddening on the body of Jaba Askarov on the right side. It looks like he's been sunburned. There, courtesy of those roundhouse kicks and those knees from Enrico Cal. Good short-range knee from Cal. Doubles up on it, switches legs. Much better second round opening here for Enrico Cal. This would be exercising a lot of demons. Should Cal defeat Jaba tonight, more so if he knocks Jaba out.
Excellent overhand right, landed by overhand left rather from Jaba. He's timing it well. You can see Enrico starting to dip to his right, and that's when Jaba's starting to time that overhand left.
Big hello to all of Jaba Askarov's fans watching in Melbourne, particularly in his home suburb of Dandenong, out in Melbourne South. There's the big left hand. Smack bang on Cal's kisser. Cal does a quick count of his teeth. Body shot there from Jaba.
He's got to be careful, dipping to his right. He's catching that left hand of Jaba nicely. You can see Jaba's also starting to wind it up a little bit too, showcasing that left hand's coming.
See the Prajer armband, the Muay Thai armband around the left biceps there of Enrico Cal. Left hook to outside thigh kick, nice connection there. Turning back kick, hoping to find the liver, find the guts of Jaba. Both men sweep with hooks, neither misses, or neither connects, I should say. Uppercut there from Cal. They are firing out the bombs here in the second round. There's the turning back kick from Cal. He eats 2 punches from Jaba.
Start to see Kel starting to pour it on a little bit. I guess those 9 weeks of strength and conditioning are definitely starting to pay dividends, because he's starting, you can see just how relaxed his face looks. I'm just reading into the body language, and Jaba looks like he's a little bit tired, maybe possibly fading a little bit. This could be Enrico Cal's chance. But Jaba's a veteran, you can never count him out.
I told you it was only a matter of time before Enrico Cal started to spin. We're seeing the spinning techniques here in the second. They are designed to plant the heel into the liver of Jaba Askarov and fold him in half. And the inside right leg of Cal has taken a beating. So to the inside left leg of Jaba Askarov. Under 30 seconds remaining, second round of 3. The One Super Series Featherweight World Grand Prix, quarterfinal number 1. The winner will take on the winner of Yodson Clay Fairtex and Sami Sana as they go on the hunt for US $1 million. 8 men enter, only one will survive. High up, final 10 seconds. Jaba didn't manage to get off his head. Oh, he got that one off! He followed Enrico on the legs, and the bell saved. Enrico Cal saved by the bell.
He caught him, and Kel was wobbled there in the last 10 seconds of that round. Watch this as Jaba sets it up, goes, throws the left, and then spins, and that's what wobbles Kel slightly. And then Kel came right back with a nice straight left hand, and then boom! Again, Kel was caught dipping to his right. See, he starts dipping to the right, and that's when Jaba starts to land that big shot.
I haven't seen being saved by the bell like that since Screech.
Man, another Screech. It did.
What an ending though. Jaba was up against it for, what was it, 2 minutes 50 seconds of the entire round, and then right at the end, the power salvos from Jaba put jelly in the knees of Enrico Cal.
Man, is that enough to win him the round?
Tough call.
You can see a little bit of internal damage. He was wobbled there slightly. It'll be interesting to see how the judges score that when Enrico Cal had such a dominant first 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Third and final round of the quarterfinals of the One Super Series Featherweight Kickboxing World Grand Prix. US $1 million, the richest purse in kickboxing history, is on the line. The winner of this one goes through to face the winner of Yodson Clay Fairtex and Sami Sana. Coming into this one, Jaba Askarov had twice in the past knocked out, beaten Enrico Cal, once by knockout with a hook. He came close at the end of the second round, hit Jaba. First time for Jaba competing in One Super Series, by the way. A man who shot the superstardom here in Singapore 11 years ago in this very arena in the Contender Asia finale. He beat Rafik Bakuri that night in a super fight.
Unofficially, Michael Shabella, how do you have it?
one round apiece, Mitch. Unofficially, of course.
Close, super close.
There is so much on the line here. You could not make even a minute mistake against two world champions. They are two of 21 world martial arts champions on tonight's card here in Singapore. More than 130 world champions on the one championship roster. A coin strike there to Jabbar Askarov.
This could be the most important 2 minutes in these two athletes' career. They've won multiple world titles.
It is, Mitch.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You've got
the referee has
the greatest
called for
starting, the
injury
greatest
time.
eight-man lineup in
Our
kickboxing ever, at this weight ever, on your hands. And you've got $1 million up for grabs. This is the most important 2 minutes of your life.
Who can reach down deep and realize who wants to become an instant millionaire? We're gonna go injury time on this one. An athlete is allowed up to 3 minutes, which is the duration of a round for medical examination and recovery. Jabbar's got over 100 matches in his career. He is shaking it off right now. He knows exactly what he needs to do to recompose himself and get ready to go back to battle.
I continue the touch of gloves there. It is all for the taking. It is razor close. Overhand right there, the noggin knocker from Jabbar Askarov. Short left hand from Enrico Cal.
Oh, it's that inside leg kick. It's starting to touch up Jabbar. And remember what stance he's in. Kel keeps going after it. It's the kicks of Kel against the hands of Jabbar in the last 2 minutes of this round.
We are seeing free-flowing, beautiful combinations laced with power from both these men. This is kickboxing excellence in execution. This is kickboxing at its finest between two world champions. Oh, turning kick there.
Jabbar's
From Jabbar Askarov.
He's got that pep back in his step. He's moving around nice and light on his feet.
Oh, rolling thunder!
They cut him with the calf there. That was pretty close. Oh, big left hand.
Here comes Jabbar Askarov! Here comes the pain! Here comes the power! He's going to knock out Enrico Cal again, perhaps! Hell's on fire! Jabbar Askarov in the third round! Spinning back fist! How is Cal still standing?
Kel's got to compose himself. Kel's got to move, but Kel is choosing to stand and trade with Jabbar. And Jabbar's starting to spin.
Jabbar Askarov! His time bomb has exploded here in the third round!
Goes for the kick the third time. Each time catching it the fourth time.
It's rolling thunder after rolling thunder after rolling thunder for Jabbar Askarov.
Jabbar might feel he's up ahead on this one, so he's starting to spin just to take a little bit more time. It's a veteran move.
It's about this time the thunderstorms in Singapore begin outside, while the thunder's in the house inside tonight at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Courtesy of Jabbar Askarov.
Oh, Kel chooses to go back to the hands. Nice little straight 1-2 as Jabbar landed the body kick.
Not cringing. Okay.
What a round for Jabbar Askarov. Again, turning the knees into jelly of Enrico Cal. If it was even after two, Jabbar may have gone kleptomaniac and stolen it here in the third. But there's still 18 seconds remaining.
Jabbar, Kel's not out of it. Kel still has power in his hands, looking at him, trying to hunt Jabbar down. Jabbar's trying to move, create a little bit of space, distance between the two. He knows Enrico Kel is still dangerous at this point.
Another rolling thunder. I've lost count of how many rolling thunders Jabbar Askarov pulled out here. Down to finish it. That is the wrap on quarterfinal number one of the One Super Series Featherweight World Kickboxing Grand Prix.
Jabbar trying to take flight like a helicopter. You can see him, huge setup. Kel knows it's coming, but he chose to throw the big left hand. And look at that, he goes hamstring to the side of the face of Kel. And I think it was just the weight of Jabbar that came down onto him. Might have had an arm bar right there if this was mixed martial arts.
The technique that was sent into stardom in kickboxing by Peter the Chief Graham when in 2006, if I remember, in Auckland, New Zealand, he used it in the final 10 seconds to knock out Badr Hari in the K1 and break Badr Hari's jaw in two places, the Rolling Thunder. Look it up on YouTube. Jabbar Askarov believes he's got it. Is he the first man through to the semi-finals? Will he take on the winner of Yodsanklai Iway Fairchinsel semi-center? Let's go to Don Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the red corner, Jabbar Askarov.
It was the power that prevailed and the acrobatics in the end. An amazing performance for an amazing athlete.
3 rounds, kickboxing. No elbows, striking to the back of the head or the groin. Be strong, be fair, obey my instructions all times. Touch gloves, good luck, let's go.
Alias Delapsis in charge of the biggest rematch in kickboxing history.
Judge.
To advance to the semi-finals on August 16 in Bangkok. To face Smoke and Joe Nuttawut and go one step closer to US $1 million. Michael Chavallo, Mitch Chilson with you. Giorgio Petrosian versus Pet Moricott, Pet India Academy. Petrosian, he said tonight there'll be no questions. Tonight there'll be a definitive winner, and the winner will be me. Southpaw stance on both these men. Good jab there from Pet Moricott as the reach. Roundhouse kick from Pet Moricott. Petrosian returns the favour. Outside leg kick from Petrosian to the lead quadriceps of the tie. Five-time world champion Petrosian. Three-time world champion Pet Moricott. More than 140 martial arts world champions in one championship. Both been trading roundhouse kicks to the rib section. Jumping right hook there from Petrosian. Throwing a heavy artillery early, the Italian. Thrusts up the jab. Overhand left there from Petrosian. Petrosian going headhunting in the opening half of this round.
Defense so far. A lot of head movement. You can see that lean back coming from Pet Moricott. That leg kick is doing a lot of good work for Petrosian.
Haven't seen Pet Moricott move into the knees yet. Gets backed up by the right hand. Petrosian caught the kicking line. That's a stern warning here from referee Alias Delapsis.
Can't catch and fire, you have to let go.
You can just sense the intensity between these two. So much on the line. US $1 million. The biggest prize purse in kickboxing history for the winner of this Grand Prix tournament. Leg kick from Petrosian.
You just see how much harder Petrosian's hitting nowadays. Good head movement there.
Oh, beautiful hook to an outside thigh kick from Petrosian. He has opened up strong. It wasn't like this last time from Petrosian.
No holding, no holding.
It's tough to catch Pet Moricott in the head cleanly because that leg kick is what's landing. You can see the eyes are just so sharp from Pet Moricott, but that leg is standing there and Petrosian started to tee off on it.
Hooks again from Petrosian, trying to drive Pet Moricott into the corner. Nice combination work from the five-time world champion. Big hooking right punch. Pet Moricott goes headhunting with a roundhouse kick. Slots it into the ribcage. Petrosian a leg kick.
Petrosian's got to be careful catching that leg like that.
Knees on the inside. Knee guard put on from Petrosian. End of the first round, we go to the towels. What a round! World Grand Prix quarterfinal featherweight kickboxing. Who will go through to face Smoke and Joe Nuttawut in Bangkok?
So what caused Pet Moricott to get upset? Look how Petrosian catches the kick, turns it, and fires. You cannot do that. You have to let go of the kick even before you initiate that strike first. That's what Pet Moricott was bothered with, is the breaking of the rules and pointing at the finger. You cannot do that. You have to let go previously and then initiate the strike. And that's what he was doing. He was angling the leg, turning the body, and then firing. You have to have the leg released before you initiate your strike.
We are ready to roll second round of this quarterfinal rematch for the one featherweight kickboxing world Grand Prix in front of a sellout crowd at the Axiata Arena in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's the hottest ticket in town. Petrosian firing the heavy salvos in the first 3 minutes. Oh, look at that! Pet Moricott tagged it! Roundhouse kick from the top! Petrosian loses his footing.
So you gotta be careful with those catching the kicks, man. It's happened 4 times already.
Pet Moricott trying to pull the head down for the meet and greet knee. Step through knee from Pet Moricott. Petrosian evades and counters.
there from Petmorka in the retaliation.
Uppercut from Petrosian. Step through knee again. Belly button through the back from Petmorka. Overhand left from the top. They hold 8 world titles between them. Stiff left hand from Petrosian. And Petmorka smiling. Trying to get inside the head of Giorgio Petrosian. Trying to rattle the doctor. Petrosian hooks and uppercuts. Gut punching knees there from Petmorka. High knee from Petmorka. Petrosian with the hands. Gotta watch the head. Cannot allow Petmorka to pull his chin down. Good high check there from Petrosian. Remember, Petmorka needs to use the clinch offensively. He's doing that so far tonight. Nice knee, Petrosian just dancing. What intensity. The atmosphere here inside the Axiata Arena is incredible. Referee Delapsis breaks them, 1:10 remaining, second round of 3. There you saw Petmorka catching the kicking leg. He knows he did wrong. Nice turning hook there from Petrosian. Oh, the uppercut! Tries to put the chin through the top of the head. Step through knee from Petmorka. Outside leg kick Petrosian. Both men now trade round kicks to the body. The high knee from Petmorka. The front kick. Looks for a knee again. Little quarter turn from the doctor. The slick footwork. The subtleties of Giorgio Petrosian.
It's on that back foot, Michael, when Petmorka tries to go in for the offensive clinch. You can see how Petrosian moves backwards to throw those uppercuts and hooks.
Up the big screen to see how much time is remaining. 25 seconds on the clock. Petmorka continually coming forward. There's a knee from Giorgio. A front kick from the great one. Goes to the outside lead thigh. Petmorka lifts it up to the ribcage. Downstairs again. Petrosian controlling centre ring. Petmorka on the outside. Petrosian goes to the quadriceps. Body shot from Petrosian and a short hook off the right glove. 2 down and 1 to go. Dragon, this is a thriller.
Wow, this one's really close, Michael. We're starting to see how they're starting to exchange. You can see they start just going at it at the beginning of this round, just letting it all go. Barely missing with all these shots. Look at that head movement from both these guys. So hard to land a clean shot. The only shots I'm really seeing, this was one of them. Watch the back foot. Boom, going backwards, lands a beautiful left uppercut. That was the cleanest shot of the round. Nice jab as Petmorka keeps coming in. The timing on that uppercut was simply beautiful. I like the leg kicks of Petrosian. I like the knees of Petmorka. Now, third and final round, ladies and gentlemen. How do you guys have it out there at home? Petmorka, Petrosian, who you got?
3 judges ringside scoring on a 10-point must system inside the sold-out Axiata Arena in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Third and final round. To the semi-finals. August 16 in Bangkok to take on Smoke and Joe Nottoway and go one step closer to an historic US $1 million prize purse. Downstairs, a little looping punch upstairs from Petrosian. Front kick from Petmorka, wades forward again. Long-reaching punches can't connect. Petrosian ducks under, clips him with the right hand. Nicely done from Petmorka to the top of the lead thigh. Then goes to the rib cage. Petrosian goes downstairs. Petrosian leg kicking, fires out a front kick. On the inside, knee from Petmorka. 2 minutes 10 remaining in the most anticipated rematch in kickboxing history. For the biggest prize of all. Jab 2 there from Petmorka Dragon.
I like the hook from Petrosian, and he answered with the leg kick again. Nice little fake there on the push kick.
Sweat flies up the brow as Petrosian lands a left hand. Petrosian, range finding with his lead hand, goes downstairs with a leg kick. Petmorka on the ropes. Gets the big spot finder.
Beautiful sweep from Petrosian there.
Petmorka, those long, pointy knees of his.
Petrosian's doing a good job of avoiding them, especially here in the third round.
Lots of noise from the India Academy corner of Petmorica. 80 seconds remains. Petrosian with the left hook. Quarter turn, uppercut off the left hand. Shrugs him off. Outside leg kick, that scores for him. The roundhouse kick not scoring for Petmorica. Petrosian caught on the forearm, turns it around. Little knee on the inside. And referee collapses, breaks them. Petrosian hooks him off the right hand, then one off the left. Outside barking from the doctor. That's how he got the nickname, the Doctor, many years ago. Famous photo of him kicking an opponent's leg in the same spot 4 times. It was said by the referee on the night, he had precision of a surgeon, of a doctor.
Stop! 30 seconds left in the final round.
This is it. It's all come down to the final 25 seconds. Who's got the guts? Who's got the intestinal fortitude to dig deep? Who wants it more? $1 million on the line. A chance in the semi-final round on August 16 in Bangkok against Smoker Joe Nottaway. Petrosian comes forward, goes to the legs again. Petmorica dancing, smiling, grooving, and there it is. Wherever you're watching, folks, in 140 plus countries, how do you score it? Do you have it for Petmorica? Do you have it for Petrosian?
Look at Petrosian, he ducks underneath, comes over the top, beautiful right uppercut scored there. Then he goes downstairs and lands with the leg kicks. That was his most effective strike, was attacking those legs in the first round, and he did it again in the third. Just constant offense coming from Petrosian. He was able to utilize the boxing, especially going backwards. That's where he found some success, moving back to fire that uppercut. And then, but Petmorica found some success as well, moving forward and landing with the offensive clinches, throwing the knee. Nice little show of sportsmanship by 2 of the greatest strikers in the world, Michael.
They hold 8 world championships between them. And again, that honor, that integrity, that respect, quashing the beef that was apparent between them, especially in the first round. But at the end of the day, these are 2 superb world champions, 2 very humble martial artists who have given it their all 2 times. Let's go to Dom Lau and find out our result.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now advancing to the semi-final of the 1 Featherweight World Grand Prix, and 1 step closer to the $1 million grand prize. From the red corner, Giorgio Petrosian.
It's Petrosian's victory. The One Super Series Flyweight Kickboxing World Title, the main event of One Championship Age of Dragons. Michael Chiavello, Mitch Chilson with you. They are 1-1 in their history. This the trilogy match for the biggest prize of all, a high round kick from Inahachi. Inahachi, who beat Wang Wenfeng in 2014. Wang Wenfeng beat Inahachi in 2017. Southpaw stance on the champion, Elias Inahachi. Does switch from time to time. Orthodox stance on Wang Wenfeng. Fake there from Wang Wenfeng. Goes to the outside lead fight. Cutting side kick from Inahachi. And let's roundhouse for the Dutch Moroccan. And the crowd is raucous for Wang Wenfeng here in Beijing. Oh, left hand! Beautifully placed by Inahachi. Superb left hook. Held the Plenty of movement from both men. High on the balls of their feet. Inside leg. Inahachi eats a right hand. Fires a front kick to the midsection. Got to be careful not to drop the hands low here, Wang Wenfeng. Inahachi's right hand tucked and ready. Switches stance. Scoops out the leg there of Wang Wenfeng. We saw Inahachi switch stance when he won the world title to confuse Petang. He's in southpaw now, circling into the power side of Wang Wenfeng. Look how much of the ring Inahachi's using here. Short flurry on the inside.
Be careful, yeah, be careful. Be careful.
Elias still upset, just saying, don't lead with the head. Let's be careful. Looks for the outside leg, does Wang Wenfeng. High kick, the headache maker for Inahachi. And a fake there from the champ. Wang Wenfeng backs him off with a kick. 35-3 record on Inahachi. Wang Wenfeng 47-1. Both men world champions. Good cutting side kick to the solar plexus there from Inahachi. Wang Wenfeng slaps a roundhouse kick to the hamstring area. Inahachi drifts off clockwise. Again into the power side of Wang Wenfeng. Showing no respect for the power of Wang Wenfeng. Clinch up, they tango.
No holding, kickboxing, kickboxing.
Stance switches in from Inahachi that gave Petang so much trouble in their previous match. But this doesn't seem to be distracting Wang Wenfeng. He's timing it, he's cutting the distance, he knows exactly what Inahachi's gonna do, and he's waiting to land that big right hand.
End of the round, we go to the towels. Folks, there are 3 judges ringside who are scoring on a 10-point must system. Give the winner of the round 10 points. Give the less dominant kickboxer 9 points. And wherever you're watching around the world, don't forget to follow us on your social media. @ONE Championship on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Overwhelming support for Elias Inahachi on the One Fantasy, the world's largest martial arts fantasy game on the One Super app, with 80% of fans saying Inahachi retains the title tonight.
Wang Wenfeng needs to apply that pressure, though. He needs to slow down Inahachi. You can see Inahachi has beautiful feints. He's always dug at other changing levels, mixing things up. Wang Wenfeng doesn't drop by it. He's just waiting for his moments, lands that big right hand, looks for it again. Nice, good first round.
Second round set for 5 for the One Super Series Flyweight Kickboxing World Title inside the sold-out Cadillac Arena in Beijing, China. And such a pleasure to be here for One Championship Age of Dragons. And wherever you're watching in over 140 countries around the world, we hope you're enjoying it too. Long reach on the front kick there from the champion, Elias Inahachi. We saw Inahachi on the outside for most of the first round. Wang Wenfeng controlling centering. We saw Inahachi switch stance, but as Mitch Chilson said, doesn't seem to be perturbing Wang Wenfeng. Outside leg kick from the Chinese warrior. 2-punch combination. Inahachi evades the right hand. Nicely done. Some slick movement from the champion. Wang Wenfeng comes forward. Outside leg kick, stinging left hand from Wang Wenfeng. That had speed and precision. Spinning back fist from Inahachi. How China would love their first ever One Super Series World Champion. In One Championship Mixed Martial Arts, they've got Zhang Xinnan as a world champion. Now they'd love one in One Super Series. If Wang Wenfeng wins tonight, it will be a decibel, deafening noise. Inahachi, good front kick. Nice high kick, circles off to his left. Goes into that power kick of Wang Wenfeng. Switch up round kick. Spinning back fist from Wang Wenfeng. Inahachi short left hook on the inside. The hooks are what Inahachi does so well. It was a right hook that knocked out Petang when he won the title back on August 16. Wang Wenfeng eats a liver shot. Nicely placed by the champion. looking for 7th win in a row tonight is Elias Inahachi, and the left hook comes agonizingly close. But Wang Wenfeng showing good composure and patience. Again, having Inahachi on the outside while Wang controls the center. Inahachi feints in orthodox stance, now the champ. Constantly switching. Left leg forward is orthodox, right leg forward is southpaw. There's a nice knee, tucks it up to the right rib cage. Got to be careful not to clinch for too long under these One Super Series kickboxing rules. Inahachi backs him off with a left hook, but the knuckles weren't turned in. More of a slapping punch. Right hand down the tube, overextended though. Lucky not to get caught in that Wang Wenfeng. Final 10 seconds of the second round. Tough job for the 3 judges. Negates the side kick as Wang. We go to the towels.
That was a good second round for Wang Wenfeng, applying a lot of pressure, not getting disoriented by the stance switches and the level changes from Inahachi, but just so much pressure, and also able to score, able to land a few shots. What I'm most impressed with is his reaction time. He's able to move his head slightly out of the way to avoid a lot of big shots. He wasn't able to avoid that one right there, but he is able to avoid a lot of those shots, move his head slightly, and then counter right back.
Lots of instructions in the corner here of Wang Wenfeng as he takes his shot for the One Super Series Flyweight Kickboxing World Championship against that man, the champion Elias Inahachi, the Dutch Moroccan. Inahachi is just such an awkward customer. You never know what he's going to do. The constant switching of stances between orthodox and southpaw. The hooking punches that come at you from non-conventional angles. Even a professor in geometry could not work out some of the angles that Inahachi brings into the ring. 3rd of 5. Longest we've gone all night tonight in Beijing. Every bout so far tonight has ended in a TKO or a knockout. Outside leg kick was the target there for Wang Wenfeng. Inahachi, round kick on the inside, short uppercut, short middle move up. Wang Wenfeng ties him up, clinches, and referee Delapsis breaks him. Every time Wang Wenfeng comes close to landing, there's oohs and ahs and gnashing of the teeth from this sold-out audience inside the Cadillac Arena. This one was sold out a while ago, the hottest ticket in town, and a freezing night in Beijing, but it's super hot inside here. Listen to them chanting for Wang Wenfeng, chanting for Chinese gold. Overhand right, the very loopy, wild lead hook there from Inahachi. Wang Wenfeng kept the right hand, gets picked up the front kick. And still you see the pattern here. Wang Wenfeng will force Inahachi towards the ropes on the outside. And Inahachi doesn't mind going there. He'll switch starts, he'll move around, use a lot of the ring. Perhaps uses more of the ring than any other athlete in One Super Series is the champ Inahachi. Looks for the uppercut, didn't have the stance behind it. Wang Wenfeng goes the inside leg, Inahachi takes it out of range. Nice knee, tries to fold it behind. 1-5 remaining, 3rd of 5. Inahachi composed. Wang Wenfeng again has him on the outside. Tries to cut off the movement here. Shuffles over to his left. Does Wang Wenfeng have it in him to go for a flurry? To try and tag the beard, go after the jaw of Inahachi. Inahachi can catch you at any moment. Needs only one shot. Preferably for him, it's the hook. Off either the uppercut. Almost together the ring lights. Overhand left. Out of orthodox stance right now, Inahachi. Continues to dance, continues to shuffle. To try and frustrate Wang. To get inside Wang's head. Can Wang solve the riddle of the champion? Portion of the arena over the towels once more. They're going to move into the deep water here in Beijing.
Wow, that was an interesting third round. There's the strawweight queen, Zhang Jingna, supporting her countrymen here in Beijing.
So many luminaries in the house tonight. We've got Olympic medalists, we've got world champions. They've turned out in their thousands at the Cadillac Arena. And what a show they're seeing in the main event, Dragon.
That was a beautiful going forward combination from Anahachi. He's able to pick his moments very well. And once he finds the opening, then he starts to jump forward and had a much better round in the third. But now we're entering these championship rounds. What have these two learned about each other in the first three? That's going to dictate what's going to happen in the last two.
Mitch, does any message get sent when you've got one man standing between rounds and the other man taking a seat?
I mean, some people say it doesn't matter, but I think it does. I think you look across, you see your opponent standing, and especially it depends on how you feel. Are you exhausted? And if you see your opponent standing, oh, you're in a world of pain.
This is the fourth round in 5. This is where you've got to dig deep into the wow. It's all about spirit and heart and gut and intestinal fortitude. And it's about who wants it more, who wants the flyweight world title wrapped around their waist. Anahachi, the defending champion, with a two-punch combination. Jab 2 from Wen Wenfeng. Did he catch Anahachi? Hits him with a hook. He backs him up. Anahachi shakes his head. Says he's going to get better than that fella. And he backs up Wen Wenfeng with the right hand. But Wen Wenfeng got his steam on. Had the gusto. Had the momentum. And even though Anahachi said no, I'm telling you it was a yes. Like it. Wen Wenfeng has turned up the aggressive meter here in the fourth round. You can sense it. You can feel it. The mercury has risen inside the Cadillac Arena.
Wen Wenfeng putting together some good punching combinations, and Anahachi has to slow him down, hurt him.
Anahachi, southpaw, drifts off to his left. Step through knee, hits the liver. High kick hooks the knee. Back of the neck. Wen Wenfeng again, pressing Anahachi to the outside. Anahachi, circling. Off to his right he goes. He's in orthodox. Now he's in southpaw. He's switching. The referee collapses, says they've got to engage. And Wen Wenfeng says, hey, I'm here. Anahachi throws a hook. Didn't turn the knuckles in. Didn't have the power or the step behind him. And they're snapping the lead hand. Anahachi shuffled. Two-punch combination from the champion. Wen Wenfeng short brought the knee up. The Chinese athlete comes forward again. Can he cut off the movement? Goes the body, goes the head. Off the ropes again. Anahachi. Under a minute remaining, 4th and 5. Leg kicks from Anahachi. Look at the head movement, the evasion. Not on that occasion though. Wen Wenfeng caught him with the right hand against the ropes. And a crowd loved it. Side kick. Belly button through the back. Turning back, hoping for the liver. Came nowhere near it. Anahachi reset. Wen Wenfeng on the forefront. Been a good round for the challenger. Spinning back fist. You've got to be careful. You can break your arm throwing a technique like that if it's not done well. Anahachi slowed down. It's rare we see Anahachi begin to fatigue. It looks that way now. Wen Wenfeng takes a liver shot. Been a good scoring round for the challenger. And we've got one more to go. Mitch, how do you see it so far?
So far, we're starting to see Wen Wenfeng. The same Wen Wenfeng we saw in the first is the same one we're seeing now in the fourth. He had a tremendous performance, consistently pushing forward, looking for that big shot. Anahachi was just constantly moving. All that movement's got to slowly wear you down. It's going to take you, it's going to be exhausting, but Anahachi's still able to put it on him. Landing big shots. Wong Wing Feng's like, no, my turn. Let's go.
Look at the glittering spectacle, the sold-out crowd there, packed to the rafters, to the upper tiers, to the nosebleed section in the Cadillac Arena in Beijing. How they want Wong Wing Feng to win tonight. We've had 4 rounds so far of the scheduled 5. It may very well be 2 rounds apiece. Lots of instructions and lots of beards in the corner of Elias Inahachi. 5th and final, 3 minutes remaining. A tremendous main event for the One Super Series Flyweight Kickboxing World Championship. And Wong Wing Feng opens up like a house on fire. Sling in the hand, sling in the legs. Inahachi rolls back. Inahachi throws the body shot. Puts to the inside leg, Wong Wing Feng.
What do you think, Michael? 2 rounds apiece?
I'd go 2 rounds apiece. You might go 1 and 4 to Wong Wing Feng, maybe 2 and 3 to Inahachi. That's close, Mitch. And once again, folks, there can be no draws in One Super Series. There must be a result. High kick from Wong Wing Feng, but he telegraphed it. On the inside, both their trainees and Elias Delapsis breaks them. Anyone's going to take it. Who's got the foot to put down on the pedal? Who can apply the turbo in the final 2 minutes? Who wants it more? To dig down deep into that well. Inside thigh kick from Wong Wing Feng and a glancing right hand. Inahachi's got to stay busy. Jab, but no right hand for company. Outside leg from Inahachi. Wong Wing Feng again. You've got to consider which strikes land effectively to score. Good hooking punch and a straight left there. From southpaw switches back to orthodox Inahachi. Down with an uppercut. And Wong Wing Feng ties him up. 1 minute 15 remains now. Front kick from Elias Inahachi. Thinking called it over beautifully. And Inahachi does a quick count to his teeth. Front kick picks up the Chinese up. Inahachi on the inside. Wong Wing Feng gets off the right hand. This is good stuff from Wong Wing Feng with under a minute to go. Are we going to see the title change hands? Will it do so here in China? Will it go the Chinese way? Will we make history tonight in Beijing? 40 seconds now. Is the champion trailing in the final round? As Wong Wing Feng beat the Vizier, he tries to get the lead. We're going to find out in 30 seconds time. Inahachi with the right hand and the left hook. Wong Wing Feng maintaining his composure. It's been a cerebral match from the Chinese warrior. Stiff jab there from Inahachi. Is there one big top thumper? One big kleptomaniac show-stealing blow? They need a deliver from Inahachi. Outside thigh kick from Wang. It's going to go down to the judges in Beijing. Are we going to have a new champion? Or does that man retain the title?
Wow, very interesting matchup right there. Both these guys are just putting in work, constantly going back and forth. But the aggression coming through on Wong Wing Feng could have been the difference. Beautiful hand combination there, but and you can see Wong Wing Feng landed the last shot. Consistently working forward, always trying to look at that right hand. Had a beautiful right and left combination there, landed by Inahachi. These guys really put on a performance here in Beijing, but now we go to the judges' scorecards to find out who is the One Super Series Flyweight Kickboxing World Champion.
Wherever you're watching in 140 countries around the world, and having witnessed one of the greatest nights of martial arts we have ever seen, how do you score it, folks? Do you have Inahachi retaining the title? Do you have Wong Wing Feng sending this sold-out crowd into frenzied pandemonium, into ecstasy, and becoming China's first ever One Super Series World Champion? Yeah, first ever mixed martial arts global world champion is ringside, Zhong Jinnan, first ever One Championship Chinese champion. around the waist of Elias Inahachi. Thrilling climax to an outstanding night of action. The judges are tabulating the scorecards. It may be very close. In any other organisation, you could almost give this one a draw, but not here in One Super Series. We must have a winner. There are no draws. The judges must decide. Both men trying to rally the crowd, but we know it's only going to work for one of them. Just trying to get both men back in centering. Let's go to Tom Lau. Find out our winner.
To present the belt for this match, we have Mr. Jin Fei, President of Blumage International Investment Group Company Limited, General Manager of Blumage International Culture and Sports Development Company Limited. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of battle, we turn to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 calls this contest in favor of the blue corner. Judge number 2 calls this contest in favor of the red corner. And judge number 3 calls this contest in favor of your winner by criteria split decision. And still one Super Series Flyweight Kickboxing World Champion, Elias Inahachi.
Elias Inahachi retained the One Super Series Flyweight Kickboxing World title. There you see a tremendous crowd inside the Full Tour Indoor Stadium in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Santino Verbeek of the Netherlands in the white and black. Juan Cervantes of the UK in the black trunks. Kickboxing rules for this one. No elbows permitted, limited grappling in knees. Verbeek looking to get on the inside early with the right hand. There it is to the jaw of Cervantes. Step through knee from Cervantes. There's the right hand again from Santino Verbeek. Both men trade leg kicks, those big, tub-thumping Dutch leg kicks of Santino Verbeek. Dutch kickboxing renowned for the heavy hands and the heavy low kicks. Good, sharp right hand again there from Verbeek. Step through knee from Cervantes, who does have the height and reach advantage over the Dutchman. Jab two from Verbeek, backs him into the corner. Cervantes, nice little pirouette, gets out of trouble.
Cervantes is going to have to do a lot of that. He's going to have to create those angles, because you can see Verbeek is trying to push forward. He's trying to throw a lot of heavy hands, and he's also doing good work with the leg kicks. But I like the kicks that Cervantes is using.
Clubs up high. There's a straight right hand down the center from Juan Cervantes.
Stiff jab landed by Verbeek.
Three-punch combination from Cervantes. Verbeek sticks out the jab. No right hand for company. Step through knee from Cervantes. They tie up, center of the ring, and referee O'Nary breaks them. Thought about the front kick there. Cervantes goes the roundhouse kick. Double forearms guard from Verbeek. Step through knee there from Cervantes. Nice front kick for the man from the UK. Clash of leg kick. Cervantes drew the short straw. Verbeek got to the inside by throwing an overhand right. Didn't connect for him. Jab from Cervantes, needed a right hand over the top of it. There's jab two, liver shot. Good old Ernesto Hoost combination, that one from Santino Verbeek.
Cervantes is doing a good job of creating.
Oh, caught him with the right hand, Cervantes goes down. Verbeek's punching in the opening round is proving so dominant. And that right hand caught Cervantes. 3 knockdowns in a round, it is over. That's number 1 for Santino Verbeek, who said he'd knock him out with a right hand. Will they be prophetic words? There's the chopping knee from Cervantes.
That's what he's looking for to set up. He's trying to switch those feet. He's trying to create those little those little movements with his legs to try to set up that little jump and skip knee. Nice Nice body shot landed by Verbeek.
Rips into the liver, does Santino Verbeek. Confidence oozing out of every pore of the Dutchman now. He has dropped one Cervantes, backs him off again with the right hand. That right hand of Verbeek has been an absolute delight to watch. It'll be a 10-8 round to Santino Verbeek. Don't forget, folks, follow us across all your social media platforms at One Championship on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram.
Look at this nice little combination, goes over the top with that right hand. That connected, touches Cervantes on the chin as he forces and crumbles to the ground. That was a beautiful right hand landed by Verbeek. But it's that forward pressure that he's constantly keeping on Cervantes. That's creating those openings. You can see how Cervantes is trying to utilize the kicks. He's trying to change stances. He's utilizing the fakes a little bit to try to create the opening for that jumping knee. But Verbeek's having none of it. He's just marching forward, finding his own openings and then landing.
Second round of 3. Santino Verbeek does have 10 of 36 wins by knockout for a 28% finishing rate. Also has the experience over Cervantes, 53 bouts compared to Cervantes' 41. Knocking down Cervantes in the opening round with a right hand. Second of 3 here, and you see Verbeek trying to press him to the outside already, get on the inside and work the hands. Cervantes has got to get those jumping knees going now. Left hook from Verbeek. Checks the kick. Wake off left hook there from Verbeek. It was clever. Double forearms guard. Good defense there from Santino.
See Cervantes trying to land a little bit more power to these body kicks that he's throwing.
Would like to see Cervantes sit behind his front kick, sit behind his jab, use his reach. Big right hand again there from Santino. Straight bang to the nose once more.
Cervantes has got to keep that left hand a little bit higher, a little bit closer to his chin, because that overhand right is coming with some heat from Verbeek.
Right cross again, that one to the jugular almost. Jumping knee there from Cervantes. The right hand of Verbeek has been the big difference maker so far. Goes to the outside lead thigh, just to that common peroneal nerve. Overhand right there from Cervantes. And Olnari breaks them.
See, Cervantes has made a slight adjustment. Now he's starting to go forward a little bit. He's not allowing Verbeek to push forward, but Verbeek's starting to create those angles. He's starting to turn off. He just keeps coming forward, landing that big right hand.
Verbeek cuts off the ring. Jab from the Dutchman. Outside leg kick. Jab. Cervantes thought about clinching with him. Again, he's allowing Verbeek to get on the inside. You've got to use your reach here, young Juan Cervantes. Front kicks, jabs, set to the power knees, the right hands.
You can see that Dutch style from Verbeek. When he throws the leg kick, both of his hands cover up his face so there's no openings. So you can see that when Cervantes is trying to counter off that low kick, both of Verbeek's hands are up to prevent any sort of counter.
Jab 2 from Verbeek. Oh, how about the counters there from Verbeek? Crossing the jab again. Verbeek's confidence. Just stopped that jumping knee from Cervantes. He's high on the balls of his feet. He's moving in and out with a high forearms guard there. Then Cervantes went downstairs. No power behind the hands there as Cervantes. Can't break through the forearms with the knees. Verbeek circling into the power side of Cervantes, showing no respect for him. 20 seconds to go. Second round of 3. Some better signs here from Juan Cervantes. He was dropped in the opening round. It will be a 10-8 opening round for Santino Verbeek.
Cervantes is having a better round. I like the hand combinations followed by the low kicks that he's throwing. He's definitely shifted up a gear here in this second round.
You'll often hear us tonight refer to Dutch kickboxing style. The Dutch kickboxing style is built off a mix of Kyokushin karate and Muay Thai. Its main characteristics are those heavy low kicks and the boxing combinations. We're seeing both of them so far from Santino Verbeek, as Mitch said, very clearly a display of Dutch kickboxing.
Beautiful little combination there thrown by Cervantes, though. You can see him throw the uppercut, create the angle. He steps off to his left, and then he throws the body kick, but it was protected by by Verbeek. Verbeek, in that Dutch-style kickboxing that you spoke about, Michael, you can see the guard is always there. They're always protecting their face and their body when they initiate attacks. So they have a very good defensive strategy coming in the corner of Verbeek.
Ernesto Hoost giving the instructions to his charge, Santino Verbeek. Third and final round, and I believe it's all for Juan Cervantes to do now. We are almost sold out inside the Full Tour Indoor Stadium in magnificent Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. For the first time ever, an all-striking one championship card. Our first time ever in gorgeous Vietnam. Good right hand there from Juan Cervantes. The jumping knee is opened up like a house on fire. Has Cervantes there. Oh, it's smack bang in corner under the chin. Oh, is Santino Verbeek still standing? He caught him flush. Here comes Cervantes. He's a changed man. Jumping knee. Here come the aerial tactics now from Juan Cervantes. Overhand right leg hook. How the tide has turned. How the pendulum of confidence has swung.
Good work with that knee. You can see he's throwing it so often. I've never seen somebody take to the air like number one does. He's consistently throwing that flying knee with both legs too, not just one leg.
Verbeek's going to recover here. Cervantes absolutely owning him in the first minute of the final round with the hands, with the knees, backing up Santino Verbeek.
First round was clearly for Verbeek, but that second round was pretty close, but this third round is all Cervantes really throwing it out.
Jumping there again on the uppercut, catches Verbeek. Now Cervantes getting on the inside. They are barking instructions from the corner of Santino Verbeek. 1 minute 40 remaining. It is all one-way traffic, or should I say one-way traffic here in the final round.
I see what you did there. Good job by Verbeek trying to slow him down a little bit. He still looks very composed. He doesn't seem to be wobbled too much, but you can just see how much more power of a pace that Cervantes is throwing now.
Look at Cervantes is getting on the inside and doing so with ease now. Crunch away the high right roundhouse kick. Cervantes just having a top shelf final round here. Goes for the uppercut into a round kick of the forearm. Jumping knee, Verbeek's going to get on the corner. Verbeek's again, steady again.
Nice body combination to go up top and finish with the headshot. Just like a sniper out there with Cervantes finding all these openings and creating a nice little uppercut there.
Once again, folks, I've got to say, there are no draws in one Super Series. If it was a 10-8 first round with Verbeek, maybe if you edge the second round to Cervantes and Cervantes takes the third, it can't go down that way. There can't be a draw. We've got to have a decision.
And the way that Cervantes is finishing this is going to show a lot, especially in that aggression category. He's landing superior combinations, and he's also showing that aggression by consistently pushing forward and trying to hunt down Verbeek.
20 seconds remaining. It has been Cervantes' round. It's been a beauty. Jumping knee again. He predicted a jumping knee knockout. And getting airborne for the final round, he really just shifted this contest entirely.
All those leg kicks, you can start to see that damage starting to build up on the lead leg of Verbeek. What a match.
Tremendous sportsmanship shown there. The martial arts code of honor between two amazing athletes.
Let's take a look at some of these knees thrown by number one as he goes airborne. Look at that. Beautifully done, but wow, what a chin on Verbeek. Took it, absorbed it, and then chooses to try to come back on his own. But a beautiful matchup from two very talented middleweights.
How do you score it, folks? Once again, the winner of the round gets 10 points. The less dominant boxer of the round gets 9 points. In the case of a knockdown like we saw in the first round, it's a 10-8 round. So wherever you're jotting it down, all around the world, whether you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, you're on YouTube, you're on the One Super app, you're watching on TV, on your little notepad, you're jotting down your scorecard, add them up. You cannot have a drawn contest, folks. Do you have it for Juan Cervantes? Or do you have it for Verbeek? Certainly the final round was all Juan Cervantes. The first round was Verbeek, got the knockdown. Second round could be the real deciding factor.
The longer it takes, the closer it is, and this one is razor close. Let's take a look at number 1 going airborne. Look at that. Just beautiful opening that he was creating. He was trying to find ways to create those openings in the first. Verbeek caught him with the right hand, but those openings were found in the later rounds, Michael.
It could be a split decision. Let's have a look. If it's a split decision, that's when 2 of the 3 judges agree on the winner. Let's find out now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. Here is your winner, by way of majority decision, from the red corner, Santino Verbeek.
Santino Verbeek does it. First round, 10-8. Would have edged the second round. Cervantes took the third, no doubt about that. The decision goes the way of Santino Verbeek. The bantamweight kickboxing world title.
Judge, time.
Will it be the
Ready?
hard,
Ready?
fast start we've come to expect from Ramazanov? Enormous reach on the young man. Fakes the inside lead kick. There's a nice front kick from Ramazanov. Gloves very high. Is there an opening for Zhang Qinglong to go to the body of Ramazanov?
Interesting you say that, Michael. He says that the opening is going to present itself when Oliveira changes stances. He says there's a moment in between those stance changes when he can attack the body of Ramazanov.
Ramazanov on the balls of his feet, comes forward, full punch combination, nicely done from the Dagestani. Outside leg kick just to the top of the knee there from Zhang Qinglong.
Ramazanov's movement is beautiful. He comes in, he throws his combinations, and then he utilizes those massive legs of his just to slide right out of the way of the oncoming attack.
Ramazanov thought about a front kick off the back leg, throws it now, backs up Zhang Qinglong, goes the inside thigh kick. Hopping right hand didn't connect for Ramazanov. Two-punch combination, right hand lead followed by the jab. Gets on the inside of the Chinese athlete, who shrugs him off.
Zhang Qinglong's game plan was to counter-strike. He wants to bait Oliveira Ramazanov in, wait for him to make a mistake, and then counter back. He says that if it's not working in the first round, he's going to change things up and then start pushing forward, create the attacks, be more aggressive.
Chance for history to be made here for Zhang Qinglong, become the first ever One Super Series Chinese world champion. Southpaw stance on Zhang Qinglong in the glittering silver trunks. Good outside leg kick there from Ramazanov. Zhang went for the counter off the hands. Racking round kick, tucks it under the left arm, does Ramazanov. Zhang Qinglong, if he loads up that left hand. Oh, beautifully close front kick to the midsection. Precision there from Oliveira Ramazanov.
Those push kicks, Michael, they are just so fast. He just waits for you to open up, wait for you to try to commit, then he fires it in. His reaction time is second to none.
Stop!
Referee doesn't know he breaks the kickboxing rules under 30 seconds remaining. First set for 5. Southpaw. Zhang Qinglong throws the power hand. Gets his legs swept out. Nicely done by Ramazanov. Two-punch combination from Ramazanov, then gets out of danger. Ramazanov with the front kick. Hands have come a little lower now on Ramazanov. Zhang Qinglong wants one big left hand before the bell.
See, now Zhang Qinglong is starting to push forward. Now he's starting to advance. Might have waited a little bit too long. The first round might have slipped away. It was just beautiful. The push kicks was really what I liked. His timing is just, watch this. Zhang Qinglong is about to commit, about to throw something, and then just gets teeped beautifully with that push kick. It's just, his timing is exceptional. Ramazanov's got a great movement. Zhang Qinglong needs to find a way to slow it down.
Both men taking a stall between rounds. Don't forget, folks, to follow us across all your social media platforms on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at One Championship. And on the One Super App, the One Fantasy game, 71% of fans, an overwhelming number, tipping an Alaverdi Ramazanov win over Zhang Chenglong. Second round of 5. Will we see them up the aggressor meter now? Step up the intensity. Hunt for the knockout. First round was very much a feeling out process for both warriors.
Go! I would expect in this round that Zhang Chenglong is going to start marching forward. He's going to start throwing heavy shots. He needs to get that one back.
Ramazanov skipping forward, little fake there from the Dagestani, goes to the inside 5, once again there. Circling away from the power side of Zhang Chenglong, who throws a turning back kick.
Good accuracy on that turning back kick. You saw Ramazanov circling to his right, and he threw it in anticipation that Ramazanov was going to be there, and he was able to catch him with that turning back kick.
Ramazanov switching stance between orthodox and southpaw. Good cracking outside leg kick there from Zhang Chenglong. Ramazanov throws a leg kick. Zhang Chenglong follows it down. Can't get an opportunity to throw that power late left hand. Thought about the front kick to Alaverdi. Checks the low kick to Zhang. Here's the power left.
Oh, that was a beautiful knee by Alaverdi as Zhang Chenglong started to come in for that. You see Zhang Chenglong starting to be more aggressive, starting to go headhunting with those big punches of his.
While looping left hand there from Zhang Chenglong, he's coming forward and backing up Alaverdi. Nice knee to the rib cage from the Chinese athlete. 1:35 remaining, second of 5. Big left hand there from Ramazanov. Trying to get on the inside, Zhang overcome that reach differential, those long arms of Alaverdi Ramazanov. Skips forward to the Chinese athlete. Back over there. And a push on from Ramazanov. Advances to his corner. Overhand elbow almost there, which would be illegal from Ramazanov. Ramazanov throwed it, leads him with that left hand. Zhang Chenglong skips forward, double jab to outside Viking on the back leg. Counter left hand there from Zhang Chenglong. Ramazanov spinning back fist. Spectacular technique, but also very dangerous for the man throwing it. If you mistime it, the distance isn't right, you can end up breaking your arm. I've seen it a number of times.
Okay. Go!
Starting to see Ramazanov find a home for that knee. He sets it up the same way he throws that push kick. And it's just about the distance, exactly where Zhang Chenglong's going to be, whether he's going to fire it up with the knee or he's going to land that push kick.
Zhang Chenglong jabs his way in. There's the left hand, and again from Zhang. Alaverdi closes him down against the wall. Final 10 seconds of this round. A pressing round, you feel, for Zhang Chenglong of China. Good round kick.
That was a nice counter there to the punch of Alaverdi Ramazanov. Zhang Chenglong was able to land that roundhouse kick to the body. He needs more of that. He needs to be more aggressive, but what I like these knees. Look at this, beautiful timing. Every time Zhang Chenglong tried to close the distance, he met that battering ram of a knee from Alaverdi Ramazanov. Zhang Chenglong's just got to try to figure out this distance game that Alaverdi Ramazanov is playing. He's got a good, it's only got 3 centimeters in height advantage, but it's the long limbs of Ramazanov that are presenting a problem because he's got those long arms and long legs, and that push kick with those knees and the constant stance switches. Zhang Chenglong needs to find an answer for this reach problem.
Mitch, is there still a feeling out process going on, or have both men discovered each other's rhythm, each other's patterns?
I think the change in the second round for more pressure coming from Zhang Chenglong might have disrupted Alaverdi's read on exactly what was happening, but we're starting to see Alaverdi Ramazanov adjust so quickly to any changes that Zhang Chenglong is able to make. And that's how he's able to score all these points with these shots, landing inside leg kicks, landing that push kick that he does so beautifully well. You can also see He's not adjusting, he's not switching stances as much as usual. He's just trying to land that big knee because I think they see something. Him in the corner, Mehdi Zatut is his head coach. I think he's understood exactly what Jean Chen Long's gonna do, and they have a solution to the problem that Jean Chen Long's presenting. The solution, a monstrous right hand and sits down Jean Chen Long.
First knockdown of the round, 3-1 round and it's over. Here comes Aliverdi Ramazanov. And Jean Chen Long fires back. Tries to back up the Dagestani. Ramazanov's got his blood flowing now, the adrenaline coursing through his veins.
Jean Chen Long still in it, throwing big shots. He realizes what happened and how that's an automatic 10-8 round. And he's got to get something back. He's got to put Ramazanov down.
Ramazanov presses through with the knee. Jean Chen Long wants to set the left hand. He's got him inside the phone booth now. But Aliverdi Ramazanov closing him down. That was a huge knockdown for Ramazanov. Round kick. Ramazanov fires an uppercut.
No clinching.
The power-laden punches now of Ramazanov really laying into them. And Jean Chen Long backs him up. There's a jab from Aliverdi. There's a front kick from the Russian. Swinging wildly, Jean Chen Long. Some desperation perhaps on the Chinese athlete.
Too much clinching. The next cross, okay? Go!
Jean Chen Long got a firecracker when he got knocked down. Such a different athlete we're seeing now. Leg kick there from Ramazanov. Can he find another knockdown? Looping right hand from Aliverdi. Smack bang again. And Jean Chen Long does a quick count of his teeth.
You can see how wide the punches are of Jean Chen Long. He's trying to load up each shot, and Ramazanov is just picking him apart down the middle. Jean Chen Long needs to change things up. He needs to add that, throw those power shots, ready to go to the body, go to the legs.
25 seconds remaining, a stellar round for Aliverdi Ramazanov.
Jean Chen Long's opened up, a little bit of damage on the right side of his face.
Okay, stop. No clinching.
One clean punch. The sweat flew off the face of Jean Chen Long. Down he went. And look at Aliverdi Ramazanov just getting into display of power.
Dominant.
What a round for Ramazanov. It'll be a 10-8 round for the Russian. And there's a lot of ground to cover for that man, Jean Chen Long.
Look at Aliverdi Ramazanov with the right hand and sit down Jean Chen Long. Look at that, beautiful, touches him on the chin, sits him down, and then he landed another beautiful shot. That might have been the one that opened him up. Beautiful work by Aliverdi Ramazanov in the third. But you can never count Jean Chen Long off. He carries power into deep water. He can still sleep you whenever he needs to, but Aliverdi Ramazanov is like a snowball rolling down a mountain, just getting more and more destructive as it continues to roll.
Fourth round of 5. As we go into the deep waters, a sold-out crowd inside the Axiata Arena in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, for one championship, mark of greatness. And what a great round we saw in the third from Ramazanov.
Go!
Round to cover now for Jean Chen Long of China. Ramazanov, outside leg kick. Jean Chen Long returns the favor. Ramazanov loops wildly. He'd be better placed to go down the center corridor instead of hooking all these punches. It's where he usually finds success, Ramazanov, down that center line.
His linear attacks are truly something special. With that push kick and that knee, his punches are so tight and crisp.
Jean Chen Long trying to set the left hand out of that southpaw stance.
See, Aliverdi almost knows that big left hand is coming, and he's able to duck out of the way.
Alverde wants to put that lead foot on the outside of the lead foot of Zhang Chenlong to enable public enemy number 1 of the southpaw. Straight right hand.
With these 2 rounds, this is where Zhang Chenlong can really start to open up. This is not the same Alverde Ramazanov that was in the first and the second. He seemed to have slowed down just a little bit, just to give Zhang Chenlong that opening. Now you can see Zhang Chenlong is sensing the urgency in this round. He knows this is where he needs to make it happen.
Zhang Chenlong looking to back up the Russian. Throws a corky knee to the outside left thigh.
Too much clinching. One goes on there. Next one.
For excessive holding. Ramazanov tries to put the foot in the mouth. Upping left hand there from Zhang Chenlong. Ramazanov says, I'm not holding this time, ref. Inside left. Zhang Chenlong just wants an opportunity to uncork that left hand, to pull the trigger and score a knockdown of his own on Ramazanov. Spinning back fist there from the Russian. Better round for Zhang Chenlong. He did take a 10-8 round in the third.
More aggressive, he's sensing the urgency in this. He knows he might be down 3-0, so he needs the 4th and the 5th with possibly a knockdown in each one, just to even things up a little bit. Ramazanov is starting to pour it on as well.
Ramazanov going for that headache-making right hand of his. Step through a knee, gets backed off with the left hand of Zhang Chenlong. Zhang Chenlong comes forward, rips away to the liver like he's digging for oil.
He's starting to apply that pressure, but Ramazanov's doing a good job of moving, evading a lot of the damage, not taking anything big, but that's where the exchanges happen. This is where Zhang Chenlong is most dangerous. Those wild, close-range shots.
1 more round to go. 2 amazing athletes with another 3 minutes remaining until one of them is crowned the world champion.
You can see Ramazanov is taking big, deep breaths. He is fatigued, and with no doubt, the pace that he put on Zhang Chenlong in those first 3 rounds was remarkable, and he was still able to move. He was still able to land big knees. But right now, he needs to dig deep. Both these guys, Zhang Chenlong realizes that this is his opportunity. He needs a knockout. I don't think even a 10-8 round was gonna do it. He needs a knockout. He needs to sleep Alverde Ramazanov.
5th and final round for the ONE Super Series Bantamweight Kickboxing World Championship in beautiful Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We saw a knockdown in the 3rd round. Ramazanov planted Zhang Chenlong with a beautiful right hand. 3 judges scoring a 10-point must system here. There's a moment of honor between 2 true martial artists.
Nice little show of respect right there from Alverde Ramazanov, as he wanted a hug, but also shaved about 8 seconds off the clock, too. Nice little counter. Alverde, he needs to turn it on. As you can see, Zhang Chenlong is starting to go at it, landing big shots. Trying to close that distance, realizing he needs a knockout here. He might want to start working the body, then go up top.
Alverde, connects beautifully again. The jab, too, is superb of Alverde Ramazanov. Step through knee. Zhang Chenlong with the counter. Ramazanov going down that center corridor now, going down that straight line. And look at Zhang, all over him, trying to back up the Dagestani, rips to the body.
Go!
Good jab. Knee to the jaw from Zhang Chenlong. Just grazed the whiskers of Ramazanov. Ramazanov backs him off with a left.
This is what Zhang Chenlong predicted. He predicted that Ramazanov would fade in the 4th and 5th round, and he was able to find his opportunities. But because of the knockdown in the 3rd, the scoring might be lopsided. Zhang Chenlong's got to keep going, looking for that monstrous left hand.
A very busy, a very active scoring round for Zhang Chenlong so far. But he's also got an 8-10 round against him in the 3rd. How will that play out on the scorecards? Can he drop Ramazanov?
You can see him starting to go to the body. You can see Ramazanov's carrying that left hand a little bit lower to protect that side of his body. Sorry, the right hand. as Zhang Qianlong starts to unload on him. Good movement from Ramazanov.
Front kick, roundhouse kick there from Ramazanov. Clinches up again. Trying to shave a few seconds, grind down the clock. Little Alberti Ramazanov, breathing through his mouth. Uppercut went wild. Here comes Zhang Qianlong applying the pressure.
Again, keeps coming forward. But Ramazanov is able to counter-strike. He's able to land these shots. Little tie up there. Nice little step in.
Zhang Qianlong going for it. He wants to knock down Ramazanov, get a 10-8 round himself. They're both going for it now. Ramazanov turned his back. Well, Ramazanov turned his back. You can't do that. Zhang Qianlong comes forward on him again. Ramazanov could be in trouble. Zhang Qianlong continues to pour it on. But can he drop him? 15 seconds remaining. What a round for Zhang Qianlong. Tenacious. All over him. Continually coming forward. But Ramazanov's still here. Ramazanov's still dancing. And we are going down to the judges. Who will become the bantamweight world champion?
Wow, that was, man, the 4th and 5th. You might have to give the nod to Zhang Qianlong, but the first 3, especially with the knockdown in the 3rd, it might come down to the first, how the judges saw it in the very first round. Ramazanov was teeing off in the first 3, but then the 4th and the 5th, exactly what Zhang Qianlong said was gonna happen, that Ramazanov would tire and he would be able to take advantage of it. But it was that monstrous right hand from Ramazanov in the 3rd round that did the damage, that dropped, that sat him down. Ramazanov did a good job of striking off that back foot to, compensate for that pressure coming from Zhang Qianlong. But Zhang Qianlong never let up. Good at back and forth action. What a tremendous matchup for the ONE Super Series Kickboxing Bantamweight World Title.
Wherever you're watching around the world, folks, who do you score it for? Let's find out who our judges give the nod to.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have called this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the ONE Super Series Bantamweight Kickboxing World Champion from the red corner, Alberti Ramazanov.
The knockdown in the 3rd round made all the difference. Alberti Ramazanov is the world champion.
Are you ready? Ready? Go!
Daniel Dawson, can the man originally from the gold mining town of Kalgoorlie strike gold on his return to the international stage tonight? Dawson in the gladiator-style black and red. Mustafa Haider in the blue.
I don't know, Michael, but when I check these stats, I don't know if I see a 12-centimeter reach advantage from Haidar, but he's definitely got a reach advantage, and he's got to try to use it. Utilize that right jab. Keep Dawson at bay. Dawson's got big power, and he likes to do that. He likes to move forward and pressure his opponents until they break.
Haider coming off a 1-year layoff due to injury after he beat Enrico Cal in Turin, Italy. Just 1 knockout in the last 5 years. That KO came back in 2015 against Kadir Al-Kamouchi. Dawson, the first man ever to win all titles in boxing, kickboxing, and Muay Thai. Troy Dorsey of the USA, of course, was the first man to hold kickboxing and boxing world titles. High-run roundhouse kick there from the Rock, Daniel Dawson. Samart Payakarun, of course, held stadium titles in Thailand in Muay Thai, as well as being a fantastic world boxing champion.
I think he also could have won a couple of kickboxing championships. He wanted to venture outside the world of Muay Thai. Payakarun was the man.
Dawson just feeling it out here in the opening round. There's a left hand down the tube from Mustafa Haider. The southpaw stance on Haider, which means Dawson wants to keep his lead foot on the outside of Haider's right hand.
Goes to the body with those big hooks, and he heads up top. Goes a little head hunting with that big left hook.
Return to the international scene here for Dawson, a 20-week camp for The Rock in Western Australia. Around the back of the head, sends Hyder back 3 paces. Nicely done from The Rock, Daniel Dawson.
Good opening round from Dawson. He's not, letting that reach advantage get the better of him. He's staying inside, utilizing those hooks to the body, going up top.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Wide by referee Atsushi Onari.
Go!
3 seconds remaining in the first round. That's going to swing. And here comes Dawson's got to cover up. He's going to survive the next 25 seconds. Hyder with the power. Goes to the liver of Dawson. And Dawson's been hurt here in the first round. You can see it now on Daniel Dawson.
He's got to move. He can't stand there and let Hyder back him up into that corner.
Down again for the southpaw Hyder. Dawson's going to go for cover the final 10 seconds of the opening round. Hyder composed, goes straight down the tube again. Covering up and leaving the right side of his face exposed. The Rock, Daniel Dawson, with Gaz Newman in his corner. Let's take a look at it again here.
Oh man, look at that straight left hand there. Found a home on Dawson's chin. This is that big. There's another one of those straight left hands again and again. But I want to see that big high kick that caught Dawson flush on the chin. Just like that. The toes and you can see the edge of that foot just comes right across the chin for a huge knockdown.
The knockdown, Mitch, wasn't that huge damage-wise, but when Dawson got up, it was the punches that followed, including the body shots, the uppercuts, the clean left hands that hit Dawson, that really did the damage in that final 30 seconds.
Especially that follow-up straight left hand.
Yes.
That hurt him. You just see the eyes roll back in the head. I thought it was bigger, but the veteran Dawson popped right back up.
Hyder carrying a proud tradition of Moroccan kickboxers, the likes of Bada Hari, Ibrahim El-Bouni, Mossab Abrami, Shahidullah Al-Hajj.
Ready?
Sold out the host ticket in Singapore, Shanghai, I should say, the second most populous city in the world. Everyone wants to be inside the Baoshan Arena here tonight. Dawson needs a big second round. Going to be a 10-8 first round to Mustafa Hyder. Hyder with the left hook. 10-8 on my scorecard, of course. We don't know what the judges are scoring here. It's on a 10-point must system. Usually when it's a knockdown in a round, it should be scored at 10-8.
So that means Dawson's really got to put him on him. He's either got to knock Hyder down, or he has to win the 2 rounds to get a draw.
Dawson, can he pull the trigger on his right hand here? The man they call The Rock. Left roundhouse kick from the southpaw Hyder. Goes downstairs. Dawson checks the first one, not the second. Long reach on that cross here from Hyder. Controlling centering. Jab 2 from Hyder. Dawson needs to get on the inside of this reach of Mustafa Hyder. Hyder again, the pound left hand. Dawson swings with a hook. Throws a knee on the inside.
Go!
Now, under these kickboxing rules, you can throw the knees continuously for a few seconds. Beautiful jab 2 again there, then they follow up head movement to avoid any counter. That was wonderfully done from The Rock.
And that left hand of Hyder is sending shivers through this entire stadium. Every time he cocks it and throws it, you can hear just a hush fall over the crowd. You're expecting big things to come out of that left hand.
Dawson, who boxed professionally between 2002 and 2015, his last boxing match in Macau in 2015, needs to let the hands go here. Needs to close the gap, get on the inside, and see if he can work over the jaw, touch it up, give him a shave on Mustafa Hyder.
I like that first half of the first round. He was closing the distance, getting it tight, going to the body, and then going back up to the head.
Jab 2 again from Hyder. The southpaw takes an inside leg kick. Fires out the hooks. Left hook misses for Dawson. Hyder circling into the right side of Dawson. The massive deltoids and biceps on Mustafa Hyder tonight. Man has put on some muscle since we last saw him against Enrico Gal in Turin in Italy. No signs of ring rust here for Mustafa Haider either. After a year between drinks. Jabbing there, Mustafa Haider. Back to southpaw start.
30 seconds left in the second round.
Fires the high right roundhouse kick. There's a front kick from Dawson. Just lacking a little of the accuracy here at the moment though, Dawson. 40 years old, Daniel Dawson, father of 2 girls aged under 3. Final 10 seconds. Dawson's got to cover that right side of his face. He almost had him. Mustafa Haider momentarily on rubber legs. A great way to end the round for the Rock, Daniel Dawson.
That last flurry could have secured Dawson the round in a very close second round. There was lots of back and forth action there, Michael.
Now on a 10-point must system, the judges score on a 10-point scale, with the more dominant boxer receiving 10 points for a round, the other receiving 9 points. If the judges deem the round even, both athletes receive 10 points.
So here's that, look at that. Daniel Dawson catches the left kick, sweeps out the support leg of Haidar, sends him to the mat. That doesn't score a lot of points, but it shows dominance. It shows that you are in control of the match.
We also should explain, Mitch, that there are no draws in one Super Series. There are no draws. The judges must decide a winner. We cannot have draws in one Super Series.
And if it does a majority draw, then we go to the criteria of exactly how we judge all of our matches.
So if, hypothetically, it was a 10-8 opening round for Haider and a 10-9 second round for Dawson, and Dawson wins 10-9, it would be a draw on the scorecards. That's surely hypothetical, and we'd have to choose a winner on the criteria. Dawson throws a high right roundhouse kick, trying to loop it around the back of the neck.
Dawson's got to pick up that right hand. You can see him start dropping his right hand, and that's how Haidar is coming across with his left hand and touching Dawson on the chin.
You feel there's a sense of confidence about Dawson after injecting the jelly into the legs of Haider in the final seconds of the second round. Dawson on the inside now. Chance for the knees, and referee Onari breaks that.
Dawson needs a knockdown of his own, Michael. He's got to apply that pressure, look for a home with his right hand, and hooks to the body and go up top with that left hook.
Dawson taking his time, edging forward ever so slightly. Got to cover up that right side of his face, protect against the power hand of Haider. Dawson, nice little counter. There's the left hook, goes to the body. Beautiful work from Rocco. Haider against the ropes, bobbing and weaving. Good head movement from the Moroccan.
Very good head movement. Both these guys have very agile heads, good eyes, consistently moving, keeping their head off of the center line, never giving their opponents the
Gut-munching knee, belly button through the back there from Dawson. Haider resets center of the ring. 140 remains, third and final round. Body shot from Haider didn't connect for him. Dawson, who's been in some absolute wars throughout his career. The likes of Amir Shafirpour and John Wayne Parr, who he fought on several occasions. Fakes the right hand there, Dawson. Comes forward with a front kick. Falls short of the Dawson! No knockdown, says referee Onari. Just off balance there, Mustafa Haider. Dawson had a good idea, though, for the flying knee. Beautiful left hand. Dawson's got to cover the right jaw. Got to glue that glove to the side of his head here, Dawson. Dawson goes down. He may not come from this round.
Oh, he slept him in the third round, knocked the mouthpiece out as he crumbles him to the ground. Just starches Daniel Dawson. Huge win for Mustafa Haidar.
Mustafa Haider, a tremendous victory here in Shanghai. My word, this man packed the power tonight.
Man, Michael, you were calling it. You said Dawson needed to pick up that right hand, and the left hand just just comes straight. Look at this knee. The knee hurts him. Down goes the hand. Boom, catches one on the top, misses the uppercut, and then bingo with a huge uppercut.
Every time Haida saw the right hand down and the right side of the face exposed, he capitalized with his big left hand like that. The mouth guard flew into the first row here in the Balshan Arena, and Dawson could not recover.
Somebody gets a gross souvenir, but what a huge knockout.
And what a contender for the GoDaddy knockout of the night. Could it go to Mustafa Haida in the third round against the Rock Daniel Dawson?
That left hand is like getting hit with a sack of hammers.
Absolute car batteries for hands on Mustafa Haida. Let's go to Dominic Lau, make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, to present the medal for this match, we have Olympic boxing gold medalist Zhou Shiming and the CEO of Zhouswan, Ran Yingying. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Atsushi Onari, has put a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 14 seconds in the third and final round. For your winner, by way of knockout, Mustafa Haida!
Mustafa Haida on one Super Series debut with a knockout over Daniel Dawson. What great sportsmanship from both these athletes. As Olympic boxing gold medalist, the superstar Zhou Shiming hands over the winner's medal to be placed around the neck of Mustafa Haida. Inside the sold-out Impact Arena in Bangkok, Thailand. It's Petang in the academy defending the crown against Ilyas Enahachi. Fake early there from Enahachi. From the Netherlands, Petang from Thailand. Southpaw stance on Petang. Look out for the left leg roundhouse kick to the body and to the head. Body kick knocked out Josh Tonner. Head kick knocked out Kenny C. Neither man engaging yet. Cutting side kick from Enahachi.
Michael, don't forget about the left hand knockout of Kudo.
Second round knockout of Kudo. C and Tonner were both first round. There's a first roundhouse kick off the back leg from Petang. And again from Petang. Enahachi goes high. Took one low. So some injury time here for Ilyas Enahachi. Accidental groin strike very early on.
Happens a lot when you got contrasting stances. One person left-handed, one person right-handed. You go for that inside leg kick. As we'll see right here, you can see Petang right there. Injury time, athlete is allowed up to 3 minutes, the duration of 1 round for medical examination and recovery. Now in the championship format, once we have 5 rounds, the bout has to go to past the 3rd round and enter the 4th round if we go to the judges' scorecards. If an athlete is not able to continue and we haven't reached that point yet, it'll be a ruled a no contest.
Enahachi okay to go on here. First round of action, set for 5. Flyweight Kickboxing World Championship main event.
Petang apologetic for that low kick that was off the mark.
That left roundhouse kick is prime weapon of Petang. Enahachi, very wide stance.
That was a nice little sweep trip sort of thing on that inside leg. That lead leg of Petang, who then went up top with a roundhouse.
Enahachi bounding in and out quite quickly on the balls of his feet. Skip up front kick there from the Dutchman. Jab 2, high kick from Enahachi. Nice combination work.
See, Enahachi's very light on his feet. Petang's a little bit more heavy, feet planted, trying to keep up with the footwork of Enahachi.
Very much more the kickboxing style and footwork of Enahachi versus the Muay Thai footwork of Petang.
Again, up top with the head kick.
Inahachi does present some very unorthodox angles that he comes out for his opponents. We're seeing some of that indicated here in the opening round.
Cannot catch the kick and hold on to it. You gotta let it go. Pull out strike. Do it again. He's warning him. Petdam's hunting with that left hand of his, though.
Jab from Inahachi, throws the high kick, just gets up into it.
30 seconds left.
You see the much wider stance there of Ilias Inahachi. Almost karate-like. The stance of Inahachi. Flicking high kick from the Dutchman. Glances up the screen, sees there's 15 seconds remaining, this first round of 5. Jab 2, front kick from Inahachi. Petdam didn't have the distance. Circles off into the power side of Petdam Inahachi. Got to be careful not to go there. Takes the right hand into the round. Don't forget to follow us at One Championship on all your social media platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on YouTube.
Let's take a look at this technique that Inahachi's using. He goes in there, sweeps out the leg, and then goes right up top with the head kick. You can see it kind of baffles Petdam just for a moment. Let's take another look at it. Different one. Look at that. Sweeps out the leg, disrupts the balance of Petdam, and then goes after the head. That's a very effective technique from Inahachi. He's utilizing that footwork very well. Nice and light on his feet, kind of like a fencer, Michael. He's coming in, he's scoring, and then he's out.
3 judges circle side are scoring on a 10-point must system. So wherever you're watching around the world in over 140 countries, get yourself a pen and a notepad and mark down at 10 points for the dominant boxer of that first round, 9 points for who you thought was the less dominant boxer. This one is scored round by round. Sold out inside the Bangkok. One Championship Dreams of Gold, our main event. The One Super Series Flyweight Kickboxing World Title. High kick from Ilias Inahachi of the Netherlands. Again circling into the power side of Petdam. Now gets away from it.
Inahachi's got a beautiful lead leg roundhouse. Zero setup whatsoever. Just whips that leg right up there.
Nice tip in with a shot, then the head kick from Inahachi off the lead leg. Circles off clockwise, which is the direction he wants to go in against the southpaw stance of Petdam.
Petdam's gonna have to slow down this movement. Start attacking that lead leg of Inahachi. Just slow him down, keep him stationary so we can start to unload on him.
Petdam bridging the gap, fires that left hand, that diesel piston. Fake a right hand there from Inahachi. Petdam calling him forward. Inahachi not going to take the back. Catching counter almost there from Inahachi. Circles on clockwise. Roundhouse kick, looping left hand from Inahachi.
Lead leg is very active from Inahachi. See, Petdam's trying to cut the angles, trying to slow down that movement.
Petdam wants to get on the inside, looks for the left hand, that being the power hand. Inahachi! Wild right hand there from the Dutchman. On the inside now, body shot from the head. Inahachi hooks away. The uppercut. Here comes Ilias Inahachi. Inahachi pounding away.
I like the punching combinations from Inahachi.
Oh, and the kick again. Almost knocks the die out of his head. Ilias Inahachi house on fire with the combination.
A little wobbly, he gets put on his butt right there, the push kick.
Petdam did not expect that. Inahachi, more combinations than a Sudoku puzzle. And referee Onari breaks him. What a round here for Inahachi. They clinch up in tango, back against the circle fence. Looping left hand there from Ilias Inahachi. The combination work of the Dutchman has been superb in this round. Roundhouse kick from Petdam. Inahachi backs him up with a front kick. The uppercut has been sweet off the right hand of Inahachi. Body shot. shot, goes to the liver. Pick down, ties him up. Oh, now he breaks them. Final 10 seconds of what's been a stellar round for Elias Enahachi. Body. Pick down, goes upstairs, and he backs off the Dutchman. What a round! 2 down, 3 to go.
Wow, Enahachi with that boxing looked absolutely spectacular in the second stanza. Once he closes that distance, drops that foot, and then there's those body shots. Goes up top, body, head, and then lands with the uppercut. Huge left hook, sneaking around the guard. Look at all the angles. Look at that uppercut. Just lighting Petchdam up. Beautiful combination work from the challenger.
Often when you see athletes on the front foot with a head full of steam like that, they forget about the beauty of the uppercut. It becomes a lot about the hooking punches. Not so for Elias Enahachi. Amongst the many hooks he threw on the inside, he still had the awareness to pop that uppercut. And they were extraordinary. Third round set for 5. Sold out inside the Impact Arena in Bangkok for the main event of One Championship Dreams of Gold. Petchdam Petchdam Academy defending the flyweight kickboxing world title. And Petchdam rally did not have a good second round.
He's got to slow down Enahachi. Enahachi's just operating at a higher gear.
Tango back against the fence. Once again, folks, follow us at One Championship across social media, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Double roundhouse kick there from Petchdam. Enahachi. Oh, he won! He's on rubber leg! He's on rubber leg! He goes down! He dropped the champion! Oh, he's doing the chicken dance! Petchdam doing the chicken dance! He doesn't know where he is. The cobwebs are there. He doesn't know where he is. Enahachi can finish it. Petchdam's right for the picking. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. It's good night, Irene. We've got a new world champion, and his name is Elias Enahachi.
Elias Enahachi, what a tremendous performance. Those knockdowns were absolutely spectacular. Once Elias Enahachi has you hurt, he does not let you off the hook, and that he did not. Just let it all go. We saw the beginning of it in the first round when Enahachi started to unload those multiple shot combinations. But then in the second round, Elias Enahachi just teased off on Petchdam in the Academy. Look at the hooks. That was the one that did it. That left hook had Petchdam on wobbly legs, and then he just jumped, and then you can see Petchdam crumple down. And then he just did it again, just swarming all over him. The body shot, oh, you can feel that all the way over here, Michael Chavello. And then he connects with a beautiful hook. Oh man, what a performance by Enahachi. Wow.
The seemingly unstoppable Petchdam has been stopped. Enahachi indeed had the complete package. Let's go to Dom now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Atsushi Onari, has called a stop to this contest after 59 seconds in the third round for your winner by way of knockout and new one flyweight kickboxing world champion,
with a victory of epic proportion. We told you that many pundits thought he had all the tools to defeat Petchdam, and he proved so tonight. Sana stands 196'3". Petrosian beat Cosmo Alessandre, who's 6'1.5". He beat Marco PK, who is 6 foot even. He beat Yoshihiro Sato, who is 6'1". This is for the biggest prize purse in kickboxing history in the country where modern kickboxing was founded in the 1960s.
I was talking to Team Petrosian, and they say he loves to compete against taller opponents. He can't really articulate why, but he just likes the angle at which he places his punches at.
Petrosian does have 12 first-round knockouts, the last one being of Smoke and Joe Nuttawat in the semi-finals of this Grand Prix tournament. Nice hook to an outside leg kick there from Petrosian. Tries to go for the headache maker. Does Sami Sana. 3-2 in his last 5, 7-2-1 in his last 10. Sami Sana. He's never lost to an Italian. Petrosian has never lost to a Frenchman.
Sana's trying to get those knees off, but I like how Petrosian's defending these knees so far. He's framing out, and he's not allowing the hips really to get deep into his body. Nice straight left hand again landed by Petrosian.
We talk about the power of Sami Sana, but he's only had 2 knockouts in the last 5 years. Hasn't won by KO since May 2016. KO'd Ikchana Jay Kansomwit in the 3rd round for the WBC World title in Bangkok.
A little bit of a low blow as Sana tries to go with the inside leg kick.
Recovery time here for Giorgio Petrosian, the 5-time kickboxing world champion.
See, this happens a lot when one person is southpaw, one person is orthodox. You start to see just kind of creates that perfect angle where you throw the inside leg kick and it just goes right up the middle. You hear that crack from the cup. Sana went unintentionally low.
Ready to recommence here. What Michael Phelps is to swimming, Jordan to basketball, Gretzky to hockey, Bolt to athletics. Petrosian is to kickboxing. Inside leg kick from Sana, round kick to the ribs there from Petrosian. Overhand right, Petrosian sticks the jab in the face.
Like the timing of those knees, he's working for it.
The length and the knees are the strengths of Sami Sana. The boxing work of Petrosian. Certainly the best boxer in kickboxing history.
Sana's gonna put his guard nice and tight.
3-punch combination for Giorgio Petrosian. Threads the overhand left. Got to watch the high knees sneaking up there between the guard from Sami Sana. Right hook from southpaw stance of Petrosian. Goes the outside back leg, but the southpaws love to kick off their rear leg. And again he hits the spot. Petrosian takes a counter strike off the right hand. Roundhouse kick to the ribs. A knockdown, says referee Onari. Petrosian's first time competing in Tokyo since 2010. Since he beat Yoshihiro Sato to win his 2nd K1 Max World title. Step through knee there from Sami Sana. Petrosian actually began his career as a bantamweight, weighing 54 kilos or 119 pounds as a 16-year-old competing out of Milan, Italy. High knee there from Sami Sana. Petrosian goes the inside leg, threads the right hand. Good jab from Petrosian. 1 round down, 2 to go. We are scoring on a 10-point must system. So give the winner of that round 10 points. Give the less dominant boxer 9 points.
Look at that. Nice little kick there thrown by Petrosian, but Sami Sana was able to come right back. You can start to see Sana was going like, hey, I can kick too, Petrosian. Let me see. Looks there, disrupts a little bit of the balance of Petrosian.
And look who's here, supporting Giorgio Petrosian. It's Mr. K1 himself. 3-time K1 World Grand Prix champion Peter Ertz in the house tonight. And that ovation you hear, that is for Mr. K1. He is still risingly popular here in Japan.
I don't know, Michael, but do you have something to do with all this kickboxing royalty that keeps showing up at these one championship events?
Hey, last event we had Ernesto Hustia ringside. Tonight it's Peter Ertz. They are turning out for the biggest kickboxing show on the planet, One Super Series, and the richest prize purse ever offered. US $1 million on the line for this one. And the right to be crowned the first ever featherweight kickboxing world Grand Prix champion.
I like the left hook hooks that Petrosian's throwing. He's throwing this right hook rather, but then he's stepping off to the right. What that does, it puts him in perfect position to throw the left hand, but it also helps him avoid the retaliation knee that comes back from Sana.
You can sense that Petrosian is stepping up the pace now with his hands here in the second stanza. Outside leg kick from the Italian. Sana looks to back him off. Petrosian sticks the jab in the face. Round kick, good high check there from Sana. Body shot, belly button through the back off the left hand from Petrosian. Nice little quarter turn, a little pirouette. Blocks the step through knee. Sana tries to come over the top. Then an uppercut and a hooking punch. Petrosian so elusive, so slick. Sana a chance for the knees. You must use the knees and the clinch offensively, not defensively in one Super Series. Good evasion from Petrosian. Comes forward, two-punch combination. Good jab. He could shoot an apple off your head with that jab, Giorgio Petrosian. Looping punches from Sami Sana. Shakes the low kick. Petrosian is poetry in motion with his hands at the moment.
Go!
These little angles that Petrosian's countering with, just never there for the retaliating kick. Nice straight left hand landed by Petrosian.
That was the punch that knocked out Smoking Joe. Another one last time out. A straight left. The cross of the southpaw. Left hook from Sana. There it is again. 4, 5, 6 punch combination. More combinations than a Rubik's Cube for Giorgio Petrosian. Front kick from Petrosian. Sana caught him with that left hand. Petrosian gets off the fence. And good break there from referee O'Nari. Under a minute remaining, second round. It's been Petrosian's round, no doubt about that. You feel that Sana has some desperation now creeping into his game. How do you compete against the greatest of all time? How do you defeat the 5-time world champion, the Ferrari of kickboxing?
Right there, that left hand landed that nice little hook, landed by Sana, but he's got to do more of that. He can't not sit there and get mesmerized by the movement and skills possessed by Petrosian. He's got to go forward. He's got to let that gangster out.
The difference of Petrosian 2019 to Petrosian 2010 is that 9 years ago, Petrosian hardly got touched. 9 years later, he had touched a lot more, but he's developed incredible power. Front kick from Sami Sana, round kick from Petrosian. Now they lock up, chance for the knees, and Sana can't get them off. We are going into the third round. Folks, wherever you're watching in 140+ countries, how do you score it? Giorgio Petrosian or Sami Sana?
And this piston-like left hand just keeps unloading on Sana. Look at that, throws it once, twice, just keeps connecting, splitting the guard. Beautiful little uppercut there. Looks for the timing, then he goes to a low kick to the rear leg of Sana. That's some incredible footwork right there. Look at that again, straight down the middle, again with that left hand. Sana's doing a good job of not really eating too many of these shots, just kind of taking them on his chin, rolling with the punches. But a big second round for Sami Sana. I think Sana's got to finish him if he wants to take home that $1 million.
A little damage around the right eye of Petrosian, courtesy of the left hand of Sami Sana. It is time for Sana to up the aggressor meter here. In the final of the Featherweight Kickboxing World Grand Prix, who takes home the strap? Who takes home a check for an historic US $1 billion? Largest purse ever offered in pay one history was US $400,000. We've doubled that and halved it again in one Super Series. Sami Sana opens up like a house on fire, and Petrosian responds.
It seems like Sana's a little bit unsure about his footing. He doesn't quite have the same movement that he had in the first. I think one of those leg kicks maybe just landed wrong when he came back on it. He seems to be moving very gingerly with his footwork, but he's still throwing that right kick though.
Sami Sana has realized that he cannot bully, he cannot manhandle Giorgio Petrosian. He manhandled Yodson Klein. So too Jabir Askarov. Not Giorgio. Nice weave under the hook there from Petrosian. And again, defense of Giorgio, now on the offense. He lands a rear knee.
Not bridging, okay. Go!
Corner of Petrosian, his brother Armen barking instructions. How they came from being refugees from Armenia, sleeping in a train station in Milan, to now being at the very top of the kickboxing world. A true rags to riches story. Body shot from Petrosian. Step through knee from Sana. Sana trying to lift him off the canvas with those right knees. 90 seconds away now. Good knee from Petrosian. Shrugs him off, creates room.
Petrosian's now he's throwing that left hand like it's a jab. He's initiating the combinations with that left hand.
The evasion, the head movement, the footwork of Petrosian, it's sublime, it's superb.
Beautiful body kick.
Oh, look at that again.
Spun around, landed the body kick, then he stepped effortlessly out of the way to avoid the knee.
Angles like a geometrician, Giorgio Petrosian. You are still seeing a master at the peak of his powers. Returning to Tokyo after 9 years. Is he now 45 seconds away from $1 million and being crowned the featherweight kickboxing World Grand Prix champion? Frustration on Sami Sana. Sana knows he's behind on this one. Surely he does. It may take a Hail Mary shot from Sami Sana. Jab, step in from Petrosian. Crowd here, sold out inside the Rio Goku Gigan, loving every moment of it. The master is putting on a clinic.
Go!
Final 10 seconds down. Sana needs one big shot. But it's Petrosian again being too evasive, too slick, landing the punches. And we go down to the judges in Tokyo. How do you score it, folks, after 3 rounds? You have a Petrosian. Do you have it for Sami Sana?
Just the angles that Petrosian was creating was absolutely magic. The witchcraft of Giorgio Petrosian is something spectacular. He hypnotizes his opponents. He's like David Blaine. He vanishes, and then he reappears on the other side of you. It is so hard to keep up with him. It is a thing of beauty, poetry in motion. And we've got a new millionaire, Michael Sabello.
Will the legacy of Petrosian as the greatest of all time be truly cemented tonight? Is he about to claim the greatest purse in this sport's history? The sport that was born here in Japan, modern kickboxing in the 1960s, is at its apex tonight, here in One Super Series. Sana's confidence, Petrosian's confident. Let's go to Tom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have called this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the one featherweight kickboxing Grand Prix World Champion and winner of the $1 million prize from the red corner, Giorgio Petrosian.
The legacy has been established. Giorgio Petrosian shows why he is the greatest kickboxer in the history of the sport.
Hey guys, it's Misha Tate. If you want to see more awesome One Championship content, make sure you click that subscribe button. Click it so you don't miss it.